Welcome back, everybody, to this amazing event to raise money for Stop AAPI Hate. My name is Simply Gabby, and I am very honored to be your host for this next segment that'll be featuring shiny hunts with the Masuda method. Now, just as a quick reminder for those of you who may just be tuning in, Stop AAPI Hate is a fantastic charity. They're specifically working to help combat racism against the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities, as unfortunately instances of that racism have gone up ever since the COVID-19 pandemic. So fantastic charity. If you haven't gotten your donations in yet, now is the time to do so, as we're going to be continuing this league trial, if you will, with two fantastic streamers. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at their game faces. Over on the left-hand side, we got Wacko. On the right-hand side, we got Moxie. And are y'all ready for this? Are you ready to bring your A game?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, absolutely.
Wacko and I have a little history of shiny hunting racing, so this is going to be a bit of a run back for us. I'm excited.
Oh, so dare I ask, who won the last time y'all raced?
Oh,
That guy
of
over
course
there.
I took care of business. Of course, no questions.
It was a wild ride. My luck was very unfortunate to start off, and then I started to gain some ground, but he was just a little too much. So I'm hoping to see if I can get a little comeback story cooking up today.
All right. Well, you both know luck is the name of the game here with shiny hunting in general, especially the Masuda method. Fortunately, I think your odds will be a little better than Salt and Digi earlier, but best of luck. You know, this is a clean fight. I want y'all biking your hearts out to hatch those eggs, and let's go ahead and get things started.
All right.
Oh, already Moxie not on a bike. A little bit slow to start. Those seconds could count.
All right, here we go. It's time. It's time for the circles. Time for the spin to win.
So I gotta ask, what are y'all hunting today? Who are the lucky parents?
So, for me, I decided to go with Teddy Ursa. That's actually one I've been wanting to go after for quite some time, because I'm not huge on green shinies typically, but something about Teddy Ursa just works for me. It's got the whole like green gummy bear look kind of going for it, so I had to go with Teddy Ursa. And the parents are a Piplup and, of course, the Teddy Ursa.
Interesting. Wacko, what's
So-
your Pokemon of choice?
So I don't know if you're familiar with Moxie's mascot, but he happens to rep a lot of Gengar stuff. So I thought the perfect Pokemon to get at him with would be a little Ghastly. So we got Ghastly and also a Piplup. A Misdreavus in the daycare.
Oh, exciting. Well,
Yeah.
if y'all are watching at home and you want to make their lives a little bit more difficult, we do have some incredible incentives. If you donate $10, you can blindfold either Wacko or Moxie for 2 whole minutes. If you donate $20, you can blindfold both of them. $25, you get a 3 for the price of 2 and a little bit of change. I will also blindfold myself. I don't really know how that's supposed to help y'all, but it should be pretty funny. And if you donate $200, you can donate a shiny to either Wacko or Moxie and give them the lead, as right now both of these trainers are tied 0-0. We have not seen a single Pokemon shine on stream yet today, unfortunately. So a lot of fun there. A lot of opportunity to get this competitive matchup going, as these trainers are really getting their leg day workouts in.
Oh yeah, we're definitely putting the pedal to the metal, getting the leg day workout, of course.
The to answer the question in chat, how does a ghost hatch from an egg? I think it just phases through. I think it's like once it's full grown, it just kind of goes through the egg and then it just kind of spawns. But I think the egg is still left fully intact.
Oh man, so T in the chat is talking about me being a known thrower. I guess I should elaborate on that. So I do a lot of Nuzlocks. I'm a big hardcore Nuzlocke person. I love a good challenge run. And I can cook up a good plan, but sometimes I forget stuff and plans go wrong. And my throwing is not unique to just Nuzlocks. Actually, just recently, I was shiny hunting for Aeron, and very early into the radar chain, I did get the grass to pop up, and of course, I managed to throw and run into a regular patch of grass and lose my yeah, it was very sad. But it was
That's
very
not
me. It was
funny.
very Moxie, very on brand for me. It's a classic.
Well, I got some good news if you need to cheer up from that heartbreak. I'm sure everybody in chat's also a little bit sad as well after hearing that. But we have our first donation of the segment, $50 from Necra. Great community, great cause. Let's keep it up, y'all. Necra, y'all did a fantastic job on the previous segment. Thank you so much for kicking this marathon off strong and raising over $1,000 over, what was it, like 3 hours? I think we can beat that personally. I'm a little bit competitive myself. I think we should aim for raising, let's say, $1,200 over the next 3 hours. What do y'all think?
Love it.
Oh, we're after it. 100%.
Oh man, whack already on that first egg. I gotta catch up.
Shiny?
I think it's worth noting, unintentionally to some degree, Moxie and I happened to pick Pokemon with the same exact amount of base hatch steps. So both of us will be hatching eggs at about the same pace here.
All right, I was actually gonna look that up, but I'm glad that y'all already thought of that. It makes it a fair fight. There's no Magikarps in play.
Speaking of Magikarp, he was thinking about going for Magikarp, but he didn't have the right mons to Masuda for it.
I was thinking strategy. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be hatching eggs at 4 times your pace. I'm gonna cream you by sheer numbers. And then I found out I didn't have any eggs that could work with the Gyarados. So here we are.
Yeah, Magikarp would have also been pretty hype. I mean, it's a cool mon. It's got a cool story. We all know and love it. And who doesn't love a nice golden Magikarp? That would have been a fun one.
You can make some good coin off it too, I hear. If you find the right guy to sell it to.
Yep.
Yeah, right?
The funny thing with hatching is, there's like the bright flash of light every time it hatches, and say you're going for maybe like a white or a yellow shiny, and it always fakes you out, right? Because it's like, oh wait, is that the one? But at least with the ones we're going for, like yours is blue, mine's gonna be green, I guess we won't get faked out like that. Like at least we'll know right when it hatches. Like, oh, there it is.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but I've been noticing a lot of Pokemon look shiny at sunset. And it's while I'm doing my radar chains at sunset, they all start to get this golden glow. I'm always excited just to find out it's just a regular one.
Yeah, they totally do. The golden hour.
All right, we got our next donation, $10 from T-Dill. Sorry, Moxie, time for a blindfold.
Oh
Yes!
man, of course, T. Of course. Okay, all
Let's
right.
go!
Oh man,
Keep
so
it
you're making me
coming!
work for it. I respect it. Okay, let's see.
And we have raised officially $1,234.00. Can we get a 56 cents to add to the chain? Just saying. It's not a lot of money.
All right, where's my controller? Okay, there it is.
All right, Moxie, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Timer starts now. Good luck.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. I feel like I have an egg probably about to hatch. I feel like I'm gonna be sitting on the hatching screen for a very long time because I just won't know. Make sure my mic isn't
Mox,
near my mouth.
an egg just hatched, man. You click the
Did
A
it
button.
though?
Yeah.
Just run around and mash the A button at the same time.
I feel like I'm gonna run into the grass. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up in grass in a battle.
You got one.
Oh yeah, I got a shiny Teddy Ursa. Is that right?
No, not a shiny, but you got an egg.
Okay. This is very trippy playing blindfolded. I've never actually done this before.
It's definitely a difficult thing to try. Like
Mhm.
I've thought about doing blindfolded battles before, and I just don't think I know enough about the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, my biggest fear is that I'm gonna run into the grass and I'm just gonna be in a battle and not know it.
Well, the good news is that you're pretty far away from the grass, so I think you're gonna be okay. Um,
And remind me again how long I'm blindfolded for.
you have 45 seconds left.
Okay,
Every
okay.
$10 is 2 minutes.
I think I have
Oh
one more
man.
egg, so it should be right as my last batch, or my last of the batch is ready.
I love how Wacko is just like weaving in between the NPCs, showing off a little bit. It's like, hey, yeah, I can see.
Styling on him a little bit. Must be nice.
The the world looks so colorful out here, Moxie. It's really a beautiful sight, man.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I'm sure it's nice.
All right, time is up.
Sweet freedom.
Okay. Wait, it's sending it to a box? Wait, why? Wait, shouldn't it give me the option? I've just been sending it to boxes for like 2 minutes now. Hold on. Holy smokes, I have so many eggs.
Yeah, luckily
I
my
thought I was
boxes
gonna go into
are
my.
my boxes are very thin, so I got plenty of room.
Might be a setting that you can adjust, but I'm not sure. I was just playing Sword and Shield last night.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to the settings to see. Okay, options. Send to boxes. If I change that to manual, do we think?
Yeah, it'll
We'll see.
ask you like where you want to put it at least.
Okay. Oh man.
It's funny, like some of the first. So I just recently started actually shiny hunting. You know, mainly just radar. But like I've found a handful of shinies in the past just naturally playing, and most of them were from hatching eggs for competitive play, which is kind of funny. So I'm trying to think which ones those were. So Ghastly, Diglett, which is funny because those are both blue ones. So Ghastly's just blue, Diglett's got like the little blue nose. So it's kind of funny that this will be the first time, hopefully, like intentionally hatching and finding a shiny that way, you know?
So did you say you were hatching eggs for competitive play?
That's right. Yeah. This was, well, it was funny. So this was in I think it was Gen 3. It was like Ruby or Sapphire.
Oh,
And
yo,
I
that's
wanted
legit.
Yeah, and I had just learned of like EVs, IVs, competitive, all that stuff. So I wanted to get into it. I had no way to play on, online, no one really to play with. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna breed. I'm gonna train up a whole competitive team and go for it. So that's how that started. So I never actually got to play with those teams, and then, I learned about like Showdown and how to play online and all that, and I got like a real taste of it.
I
Yeah.
remember,
Heck yeah.
like, Gen 3, that was that was when I was actually running my team through Coliseum and the Mount Battle, because that was like the only way you could practice.
Yeah.
If you didn't know about other places you could go, like it was really frustrating. I think I got to like 90 before I lost my streak on my Emerald cart, and then I was like, nope, I'm done. That's it. I'm done.
Oh man.
Coliseum
I've gone back and
was
beaten
incredible.
it, but
It's interesting. I feel like Coliseum has been coming up in conversations quite a bit recently. I don't know what it is, but most people seem to look back at it pretty fondly, like Coliseum and an XD.
they were edgy. Like at the time, I remember them coming out, and that was like right when I hit my edgy phase, and also when the whole Shadow the Hedgehog game happened, which is like the epitome of edginess on the
The
GameCube.
ultimate edgelord.
Yeah,
I love
like,
it.
but it was really cool because you started asking all these like deep questions to a 13-year-old. I wish that they would come back. I would love it if we saw a remaster, but At this point, who knows? It feels like it was so long ago.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like those and Gen 5 were probably, I would say, the darkest that the story's really gotten. And I'm very much an edgelord. Like my favorite type is ghost type. I love spooky stuff and all that. And I would love to see some more of that again. So I'm really curious if the Arceus story is going to kind of go into some of those darker places a little more. It'd be pretty cool if they did.
I would love that as well. I cannot wait for that game to drop on Friday. It is Friday, right? It's not next Friday?
I think it's on Friday, yeah. I think that's the
Where-
right?
Whoa, that's not a Ghastly.
Wait, I was so confused. For a second, I was like, wait, what am I looking at?
Did you? Oh no.
I didn't realize I had other eggs in my PC.
That is so funny, man.
I didn't realize I had other eggs in there. I guess I had one Phoebus egg.
If that had been shiny too, that would have been even wilder.
Oh man. Oh boy. It would have given me it gives me flashbacks to my most recent Masuda hunt. It was in Gen 7 and I wanted to get a shiny Fletchling. I love the bird Pokemon of every different region, but I gave up. I hatched like 200 eggs, which was not a lot, but I didn't know that. Okay, it was before I got really into it, and so I hatched 200 eggs. I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm never playing this game again. I picked it up a year later, and I had eggs in my party, and I was like, I don't even know what I was doing with this, and I hatched. First one I hatched was a shiny Fletchling. I was one egg away, and I never knew it. I waited a year.
How does shiny Fletchling look? I don't think is it like golden, or am I thinking of a different one?
It's slightly orange. I actually have a bunch in Go. If you want, I can pull one up real quick as a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
this
like,
this is it. It's like orangey. Like if you were to overlay orange on
It's pretty
normal
subtle.
Fletchling.
It's clean though, yeah.
It's very subtle. But yeah, while y'all are hatching eggs, I'm gonna be playing Bulbasaur Community Day, and
Love it.
debating donating per shiny I catch, but I haven't decided on the amount because sometimes I get really lucky and sometimes I don't. So it's like, do you over donate? Do you under donate?
I haven't played Go in such a long time, and it seems like the game is completely changed, like in a lot of really cool ways. I'd like to get back into it. Like, is it pretty easy to just jump back in nowadays?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's I will say, shiny hunting in Go is like one of the main, I think, attractions at this point for the game, and it's a lot easier than what y'all are doing. Like, I feel like if I were to be here hatching eggs, I would not have the confidence in at least seeing a shiny in the next 3 hours, personally. Not sure how y'all are feeling.
What's the shiny hunting method in Go anyways? Are there just increased odds, or like what's the main method?
Usually on community days, so like today is Bulbasaur Community Day, and it's starting in about 40 minutes if you're on the East Coast like I am, and it's just increased odds. I think it's like 1 in 100, but nobody knows for
Holy
sure.
smokes.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
incredible.
lot
Holy
better
smokes.
than...
I might be
Hold
playing
on.
some Go today. I was thinking about going to the park later, so I think I know what I'm doing after
man.
this.
I was just gonna say, quick odd check. So y'all are doing Masuda method with foreign parents, right? So that's +1 in terms of your odds. And you don't have the shiny charms, is that correct?
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
So you're looking at approximately 6 out of 4,096 in terms of your odds per an encounter. According to Bulbapedia, which I trust more than my brain.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, and we're like, yeah, man, it's pretty likely both of us are walking away with no shinies today. We'll see.
Yeah. I think the number that I saw, I think it's 1 in 683 or something is the chance, and the shiny charm only increases it to 1 in 512. But like, I'll be honest, I never played Gen 7. I never played, or not Gen 7, Gen 8. I never played Sword and Shield. But I heard the shiny charm in that game increased your chances of finding shinies everywhere, and this one doesn't do that. This one only does it for Masuda hunting, right?
That is correct.
Oh
yeah,
man.
I guess they essentially nerfed it. They're like, this is way too OP. We're going to have to tone this down for BDSP.
Too many shinies.
It does
Oh,
make
man.
you wonder, though, because they did give y'all the Poke Radar, which isn't something we're featuring in this segment, but will be featuring later on in the marathon. So I can't help but wonder, like, if Shiny Charm plus Poke Radar was just so broken that they were like, nope, not gonna happen, not possible, forget it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's crazy because like with like a little bit of good fortune, like you can walk away with the shiny Pokemon you were looking for in like a half hour using Poke Radar, which is crazy. And you don't only walk away with one. A lot of times, you walk away with like 2, 3, 4. I had a 16 shiny Bagons chain. Go to
a tough one,
57.
too. That's a hard hunt, yeah.
Oh man, but it was like crazy because at some point, like the reason it broke wasn't because of like chance. The reason it broke is because I started knocking them out because I was like, I have too many. I have way too many. So I don't know. Radar as it is already bountiful in shinies.
It's fun too. I find Radar to be very very therapeutic. Like it's very relaxing.
Really? Because I just get stressed out. I'm like, there's a 7% chance I fail, which you would think for someone who plays as much competitive Pokemon as I do, like I would be like, oh, that's like Hydro Pump missing, big deal. I'll nail it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nope. In shiny hunting, it's just pure stress.
Yeah, moves like Hydro Pump, Rock Slide, that type of thing. I usually stray against moves like that unless I really, really need to, need it for a particular reason. Like if there's a particular mon I really need to take out. If I'm not running Wide Lens, I don't like to mess with those. They stress me out way too much.
The Nuzlocker in us is about to show, Moxie.
I know.
No, and honestly, my transition into shiny hunting was through the Poke Radar. It was like, but it was the perfect bridge for me personally, because in Nuzlocking, right, you plan for a fight, and then you go through the steps of the fight, and there's all these different moments where anything can happen, and there's a little bit of suspense along the entire battle. So with Radar hunting, it gave me the opportunity to be like, okay, like this could be, any chain could snap at any given point, and it's like a good chance it's gonna happen. There's also a really, really good chance it's gonna continue. So I mean, for the sake of odds, as opposed to like full odds resets being just like 1 in like 4,000, whatever it is, it's like it's so much of like, okay, this is probably not, So I don't know. It was really nice to transition into BDSP Radar hunting and kind of learn about shiny hunting through that.
Mm-hmm. And I guess when I say like relaxing, it stops being relaxing when your chain gets to maybe like 30, and then every single time it's like, oh man, is it gonna break or is it gonna continue? What's it gonna be?
Well, if you want to add a level of stress to this shiny hunt, again, $10 donations. You can blindfold your hunter of choice for 2 minutes, $25. All 3 of us will don a blindfold to just make all of our lives a bit more stressful.
What is, I guess as far as optimal, is spinning in circles the way to go when you're hatching eggs? Does that get you the most amount of steps? Or is just going straight up and down the path?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think people have pulled out counters before. I was watching, I was watching somebody else do it, and they were testing it. I think they found that circles was pretty efficient, but it's weird. It's not like consistent, just because like the number of squares you go over and stuff. I don't know.
Well, I think I have an idea for a science experiment, but that's gonna have to wait, as we have a $25 donation from the Shogun Gun. Blind racing, you say? So I believe that's our cue to all put on blindfolds for 2 minutes.
Oh, so we're all going blindfolded.
I got a hat. I got a hat. I don't know. Okay, we're going for it.
All right,
I
go
don't know
get
if
your
I'm
hat.
No, I got it. I'm gonna see if it fits over my headphones. Okay. Oh man.
All right, we'll wait until
Oh,
you're all
no.
set.
No, we're
You
good.
good?
Yes. Oh man. Oh, it looks so big.
All right, I'm gonna reset the timer and put my mouse over the button, and then I will don my blindfold. Y'all ready?
Oh man.
Ready.
All
I'm
right,
going.
let's go. Hopefully I clicked the start button.
I don't know.
I think I only have like 2 or 3 eggs in my party too.
Oh
Just talk to
boy.
the guy. How hard is it to find him when you can't see?
Oh yeah, I'll just walk on over, no big deal. I'll sense him out.
Easy.
I'll use Odor Sleuth or Foresight and just find him.
I'm glad I just picked up an egg. It's sitting in my party, and I'm thinking about the fact that that one's definitely gonna take over 2 minutes, so I will be productive this whole time. Oh man. Oh.
So if you end up getting a shiny Ghastly today, will you be evolving it all the way to Gengar, or are you going to keep it as a Ghastly? Because I think we all know how... Well, maybe
Yeah.
there's someone out there who likes Gengar shiny, I'm sure, but...
No, yes. So here's what's gonna happen. Okay, so once I find the Ghastly, okay, and my team gets a point, and you still have not found Teddy Ursa. That's an important part of this tangent. I'm then going to level it up to be a Haunter, and then I'm gonna trade it to you so you can have shiny Gengar.
Man, what a guy. Good
Yeah.
guy,
I'm a-
Wacko.
what can I
Wow.
say? Do you still have Chimchar in those boxes?
I still have Chimmy. I haven't
Oh,
evolved it.
man.
I'm not going to evolve it. I'm keeping it as a level like 70 Chimmy.
Oh man.
Wait, level 70 Chimmy Char?
I'll let Wacko explain why why there's a level 70 Chimchar being discussed.
So, when BDSP first came out, I wanted to run a fun run challenge that wasn't too difficult. So I wanted to take on the entire game with only one Pokemon, and I chose Chimchar. And so it turns out, using X items and every other bit of boost that I could get, the level that I was able to beat the game
Oh,
at.
2 minutes is up.
Oh, thank everything.
Freedom!
Oh man. Oh man. Where am I?
It's a good question. I'm not sure where I am. Honestly.
No,
I'm just in my menus. I'm not even in the actual overworld. Love to see it. Wait, I'm in a battle. Nice.
You're in a battle?
I knew that was gonna happen to me.
Oh
Wait,
man.
where? Oh, I'm like completely south of the town too. Solid.
But yeah, so level 69 Chimchar cleared the whole Elite Four and everything and the whole game, and it was awesome. It was great. And then I gave it away. And
Yeah, you
Mox
did a
won
giveaway,
the
and I just happened to win. I still have it safe and sound. I'm gonna take good care of it.
Eventually, I too will undertake a solo challenge. One of the things I've been running on my stream while getting ready for Series 12 for BGC is shiny hunting a Bidoof on Route 201. And then eventually, once I get it, it's just going to be my only Pokemon, and I want to try and beat the game with just a Bidoof.
Oh, I love that. That's a good solo one.
We'll
I've
see.
never done a solo run like that. I haven't done anything. I'd love to do something like that. Like I'd love to do a monotype run, solo mon run. That's the thing with Pokemon. There's just so many ways to play it. The replay value is just unreal. There's so many ways to play it.
There really is. Shout outs to John M with a $50 donation. Team Wacko 2. I don't know if that's Wacko squared or Wacko 2, but
Go back on
Team
2, let's go.
Wacko.
Team W, let's go. Oh man.
Here's another question I have. So, as far as triggering the nursery man to actually have an egg ready for you to pick up, do you have to phase into a different route for that to even be possible? Or is it just based on steps? Or I've never understood that either. Who knows about that?
Well, I can lie to you about it right now.
Oh yeah? All right, what is it? What is it?
No. I'm gonna let Gabby answer because I won't answer that honestly.
I want to hear your best guess now. I want to hear what you think it is.
I feel like it's a certain amount of steps and you have to phase into another route. I feel like there's something to do with the phasing.
So my understanding is that a long time ago, I think that was the case, because like you had to force like the NPC to do the check. But I think now it's just you hit a certain number of steps and then it checks the RNG and then it's like, up, congratulations, you found an egg, or up, nope, walk. I think at one point it was 100 steps, but that might be with Oval Charm. So something like that anyways.
Oval Charm is a thing, that's right.
It is.
The
I forget about it, but it is.
What's it called? There's different rates to like how often two Pokemon like in their compatibility or something will like spawn eggs. But I remember in Gen 3 specifically, with the daycare man, he was inside the fence when he didn't have an egg. But he would pop outside the fence every time that he did have an egg, and with that, you'd never see him walk up. You had to leave the route, come back and check.
I do remember that. Yeah. That was kind of nice to see a visual indicator instead of just kind of guessing like we do with this gen's daycare man.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing, especially if you're going fast with the Mach Bike and you just like zip by. You really can't tell what direction it's facing.
Question about VGC. So Wacko, have you ever done much VGC or had much interest into getting into it?
Yes. I like I'm a competitive guy. I like competing. It's a fun time for me. I haven't really dug into the intricacies. I remember I was in a call with some of the homies that like to get into competitive Pokemon. They were talking about, we were all watching this video of some competitive play, and they were talking about like specific Pokemon encounters and like the metas, and I was like, holy smokes, this is way over my head. But yeah, it's definitely been a dream to be able to like compete with like some of the most like some of the most like invested and talented Pokemon competitive trainers in the world,
Yeah. I just asked because I mean, like Nuzlocking and competitive play, there's definitely differences, but there's a lot of base knowledge that that carries over. Yeah, and like you're a great Nuzlocker, so I figured if you hadn't tried VGC, you'd have a lot of fun with it. I'm wanting to get back into it, so I was gonna ask you, Gabby, like what you think about the current series. Summer of, let me think, everything's a blur now. 2020, I was just a VGC fiend. Like I got into it and I spent all summer doing that. I wasn't crazy or anything. I was okay. I was like in a decent point in Master Ball rank, and I was running like a Sun and Trick Room team. So like G-Max Zard and Venusaur, and then on the Trick Room side of it, I think it was I think I started with Weakness Policy Rhyperior and Dusclops, yeah, as the Trick Room setter. And then at some point, I was playing around with like a Weakness Policy Sudowoodo, which...
Oh, wild.
Yeah, it catches people off guard. That thing has actually a pretty deep move pool, so it's got some coverage you just wouldn't expect. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. I mean, for all y'all shiny hunters out there, it's actually a really good time to consider at least playing one game of competitive, as coming up over the next 3 months, there are going to be 3 online tournaments in Sword and Shield to get the shiny Galarian birds. I think it's Moltres, then Zapdos, then Articuno, but don't quote me on that. I actually don't remember the order. So it's a great opportunity. You don't have to win your game in order to get the shinies. You just have to play. But if you feel like taking it a little bit more seriously, I've really been enjoying Series 12. I think it addresses a lot of the concerns that people had from past formats, where it might be like, oh, there's too much Incineroar, there's too much Zacian. I mean, arguably, there's even more Zacian now because everybody has one, but you can have another one of the legendary Pokemon alongside of it, so it's more balanced or something. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. and especially since live events are coming back, quote unquote, soon, it's a really good time to jump in.
Yeah, I've really been itching to get back into it, and I probably will, very soon here. And anyone who's wondering, about trying it, I mean, it's the current gen has made it easier than ever before to just jump in. You could go. There's so many resources. You could just go on Reddit and find like a really nice rental team to try out and just get a feel for the meta and go from there. You don't have to spend. You don't have to put that time in up front to build a whole competitive team and just have it not work out. You can test stuff. Then when you finally decide, hey, this is the team that I want to run, that I want to try out, there's a lot of breeding mechanics that also just make it way easier to build a good team.
It's honestly one of the biggest things for me jumping from Sword and Shield into BDSP, and it's actually the reason why I have not done any competitive at all on BDSP, is that it is so much harder to get good competitive Pokemon. Like, you would think there wouldn't be that much of a difference, but truth be told, the faithful remakes really do harken back to a simpler time.
They do. Yeah, they went very faithful with it. I remember there was so much speculation on, how many platinum elements were they going to incorporate? What was the post game going to be? And that's always a really fun part of pre-release for a game. Like with Arceus, just like all the speculation.
Wacko, what's your speculation for Arceus? What's the hot gossip right now?
So, okay, I am. So you guys might have answers to these questions because I honestly haven't done too much like watching the trailers and stuff. I've watched a couple of them, but like, it's being advertised as a mainline game, a main series game, I think. But I'm just, in terms of compatibility, are we talking about a game that's going to be, like these have like a certain format and everything? I just feel like Legends, the Legends is going to come out and be more of an XD or Coliseum sort of vibe, where it feels like it's part of the main line, but like slightly diverging from it. Just because of like some serious differences, you're getting that trainer versus Pokemon feel that I don't think you get in any other. I mean, like the Pokemon can do damage to the character, right? Am I wrong?
Looks like it.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole new thing, which is funny, but like also like.
I mean, we're
know.
laughing now, but watch it be like Dark Souls, where like Hisuian Arcanine or Growlithe or whatever the one that was shown in the trailers comes up to you and you're like, oh, it's so cute, let me pet it, and then it's just like you died.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's funny you say. I'm a huge Dark Souls fan. I love Dark Souls. I'm a glutton for punishment. I love really difficult stuff like that, and it would just be so funny if it ended up that way in a Pokemon game.
oh man.
I would also find it funny, and it would also be a little bit I'm gonna say therapeutic, because I know that there have been a group of people who have been advocating for like more difficult Pokemon games recently, which like I personally think is not ever gonna happen. They're meant to be kids games with like a competitive layer on top for that, like, oh, I want to punish myself or whatever mindset you have when you play Dark Souls. But it would be really funny if like the first thing you do when you boot up Legends Arceus is your character just dies. And then it's like, oh, try again.
Yeah, it's gonna add a whole nother, we were talking about there's so many ways to play the series, and
yeah.
So you'll see a lot of people do like no hit runs in like Zelda games or something like that, where you have to play through the whole game without getting hit once. And I've seen people talking about doing no hit runs in this, and I'm just like, man, it's wild that might be a possible thing to do in a Pokemon game. I just would have never even dreamt of it. Good luck to anyone doing that.
The Shogun Gun in chat was just like, so you're finally awake, which I also wouldn't be surprised if I booted the game up and it was actually Skyrim. So, you know, that could happen
The
too.
good old "so you're finally awake." There's so many good memes of that.
Oh man. I don't know. I don't know if we can beat the boot up of the original Gen 3 Hoenn games in the back of a moving truck. I don't know if
Oh man, it's so iconic, right?
I don't know if we can trump the fact that your mom shipped you in a moving container
It's kind of messed up.
and there's no lights or anything in the back. It's just you and some boxes. And and you know there's no lights because the door opens, there's like a sound. And then then this wave of light. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like the way the light comes in too. It gives you an implication. It's so dark in there. It's like, oh, finally I can see the sun again. I've been
Yeah.
locked back here. Like it's like you're a child, you know? It's kind of messed up.
Oh man.
And like you're moving from what was it, Kanto or something? Like it's not a short distance either. Like were you in the truck the entire time?
The back of it. Not in the front. If they had put me next to some truck driver, I would have been like, oh, okay. But no. you're in the
Yeah,
back.
that's that funny side of Pokemon. That's like there's like the dark stuff, and it's just weird that you know you're a 10-year-old child just going off on your own and doing all this. You know?
I mean, I thought I was invincible when I was 10 years old. I wasn't, spoiler alert, but
Yeah.
I thought I could do it. I thought I could travel the world with like a mouse that can generate electricity. Couldn't do it, but
Gabby,
I
what
thought I
Gabby, what was your first Pokemon game?
honestly, it was Red. But it
Red.
wasn't. I had to wait because my parents were like, if you get a Game Boy Color, all you're gonna do is like play it, and I was like, well, yeah, that's the point.
You ain't
So
wrong.
I had to earn it with chores, and you know there were restrictions around when you could play it and everything. Heaven forbid I stare at computers all day, which is basically my job now, anyways. But
Yeah.
it was one of my first purchases. That and the Super Mario Brothers Deluxe that came out for Game Boy Color.
Oh, what a classic. Love that
Yeah,
game.
good games. How about y'all? First Pokemon game?
Mine was actually blue version.
Hmm.
So I've been playing since the beginning.
All right. Well, I guess I'm the baby of the group. Emerald. Emerald was my first.
Emerald.
Yeah.
It's a good first.
No, it was a great first. It was definitely one of the better games in the franchise, I think.
And Gen
so-
3 is you're a Gen 3 boy, right, Wacko? Like that's your
Oh my
favorite
god,
gen.
I'll ride Gen 3 forever, dude. Those
Yeah.
games, man. Oh man.
What about you, Gabby? What's your favorite gen?
Gen 3, actually. But we just got raided. Shout outs to Gongus.
Gongus.
Gongo!
Yes.
What's up, homie?
Gongus is a good friend.
Well, thank y'all so much for stopping in. We are raising money today for Stop AAPI Hate, a fantastic charity that's working to combat hate against Asian American and Pacific Islander communities. So every single dollar counts. There is a $3 minimum to donations, I learned, which is why, unfortunately, 1234.56 is not possible. But we could always do 2345.67. It's a bit of an ambitious goal, but I think we can get there eventually.
You can definitely do it.
We actually have another question from chat too, if y'all are willing.
Go
This
for
is
it.
from T Dill. If you were to start your Pokemon adventure at the age of 11, so you know, past the age of invincibility, apparently, what Pokemon would you choose as your partner Pokemon? And this does not have to be limited to the traditional starters.
Ooh,
Oh
I
man.
like it. I mean,
No,
my
go
favorite.
Mox.
Yeah, I was gonna say like anyone who knows me knows what I'm gonna say. My favorite Pokemon's Gengar, so I suppose it would be a Ghastly as my starter.
I feel like Ghastly plays so many games. I feel like the characterization of Ghastly, like in its personality, is that it's like the type of Pokemon to like phase through walls just to screw with you.
Yeah.
So You
That's
have
why I
fun,
love
man.
them, man. They're so whimsical. That's like it'd be never a dull moment, you know. Like Gengar is just a very solid mon, you know, stats, typing, move, pull, all that
Oh,
stuff,
of course.
and it'd just be a fun time, you know. Like just imagine the shenanigans.
Oh man, pranking the parents with Ghastly.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Yeah. If I were to, I don't know. I think I'd go for. I mean, like, I feel like the easy, like my first thought is probably like Tailo, right? Because Tailo's my baby. I love Tailo. That's my favorite Pokemon. But I don't know. I guess like, honestly, depending on like you know what section of the Pokemon universe I grew up in, I think the most important thing to me is that it's an underdog with a high upside. Like I like Swellow because it's got a niche use, right? Give it a little burn action, a little toxic orb action, whatever you want to go for, and just let it go to town with those hard hits. I think that's really cool. Maybe that Fletchling would be nice. I don't know.
That's a cool way to think about it as far as like what region are you in, you know, because that definitely might change the thought process a little bit. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's fun to like think about like what's in Route 1, you know? Like that's kind of probably going to be your first friend, right? Because that's where you're growing up. Unless people like are born and raised in like Solocian Town, but I don't see any babies here. Actually, nope, they're all full grown.
I was going to say, you think there'd at least be some baby Pokemon running around, because not everybody comes back for their eggs, right? Or is that just me?
Yeah, let's see. We've got Beneries, we've got Pachirisu. I don't see any technically baby mons. None. That's kind of weird.
Interesting. I'm seeing a lot of Eevees in terms of first partner Pokemon from chat. Pikachu, a Weedle, Ponyta. Someone said their favorite Pokemon is Tyranitar, so I'm going to assume that means you're starting with Larvitar. Though a level 1 Tyranitar would be quite humorous to think about.
I'm just picturing like a little chibi Tyranitar now.
He's just a little baby. For me, it's tough because the competitive person in me, it would also be like Larvitar or Beldum actually. Though I feel like Beldum would be a really bad starter just because Takedown is not a good move to start with.
Right.
But then, honestly, my favorite Pokemon is Bidoof. So then it's like, well, do I go with the baby and then just like forego my life of competitive and just end up on a farm somewhere, Stardew Valley style with my Bidoof?
Okay, hold on. But consider for a moment that the starter Pikachu was able to get through the ground gym. So as long as you're the protagonist of your own story, the barrel could do anything.
Yes, I am the main character. Yes.
There we go.
Plot armor.
Perfect.
And some of the stuff in the anime is so wild. Like it just completely defies typical like type matchup logic. It's like, oh, if you use Thunderbolt on Rhydon's horn, that's the weak spot. I wonder if Legends of Arceus will play on some of that, you know, like weak spots and things like that ignore like the typical type chart.
I would hope so. I mean, the game reminds me a lot of Monster Hunter based off of what I've seen. And one of the big things about Monster Hunter is learning how to fight the monster, like figuring out the weak spots, knowing that if you damage the tail, that's like worth 200% damage compared to like the head or something.
Did you play a lot of Monster Hunter Rise?
I did, yes. That was my
too.
first Monster Hunter game.
Me too,
and
yeah.
I went all into it. It was very good.
So much fun. I was such a fiend for like the first 2 months of that game came out. It's prepping for a hunt, like you said, like, you know, learning about the monster, doing the research, seeing what the weak points are, what kind of equipment you want to bring. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Here's a question. So as far as, I guess, Gen 9, you know, whenever that comes out, what kind of region would you both like to see? Like, for me, you know, they seem to always go with the regions inspired by real-life locations. And I've been just waiting for so long to see either like a South American inspired region or an African inspired region. I feel like there's so much potential for Bond designs and just the mythology that those places would have. Like, what about you two?
There's a fan project on Reddit right now that is just a bunch of designs for Pokemon inspired by South American lore that I've been really amazed with every time I see it. Admittedly, I haven't been on that part of Reddit in about 2 weeks to try and not spoil myself to Arceus, but so I would actually agree. I would love to see something inspired by, you know, old Mesopotamian myths, stuff from Africa, like especially the kind of mythology that you don't typically see from like Eastern or Western countries. Like that would be so much fun.
Yeah, something off the beaten path for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good point. Pointing to like ancient civilizations and like the amount of opportunity that Pokemon has to incorporate some stuff that's not traditional to the Pokemon experience. I think that'd be super cool. So.
MMXXXII. I know that's a number. Don't ask me what number that is. Said either Russia or India. And India would be really fun because I know like Kaparaja, it definitely sort of hits on those kind of notes. That would be a lot of fun
India
to
would be
see.
really cool, yeah. Yeah, Aztec tea. Like that's when I think of the South American region, I think just Aztec folklore has so much potential. Gonkus. There's like a big running joke that Wacko's community has been trying to get him to play through Sword and Shield for the longest time now. You own the games too, don't you? You just haven't gotten around to it.
I wait,
Yo, before we get to that, we have a donation from God, $50, saying, "Nice Bidoo." Thank you, God. I knew that you were there for me.
wait, is this... Wait.
Yeah. It's God. Don't question it. Let's go, God.
Just let it happen.
No,
whatever
for this
religion you subscribe to.
Me
it's
too.
that
No. No.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see the username, but I don't see God in chat, but he
We're
pops
thinking
in
of the same person, right? It's like, is it that one?
Yeah.
Is it our homie?
God himself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's the homie. He goes in his chat
He's
and
incredible.
he plays the role.
I love it. My favorite
But,
part
like,
is he always addresses us by our first names too. He'll be like, "Hello, Peter. How are you today?"
Yes. Oh man.
He hasn't said
he's
anything
so
yet.
funny. Have you guys seen Supernatural at all? Are you familiar with the TV show?
Yeah.
I'm familiar, but I have not seen it, unfortunately.
Okay, there's a character in it by the name of Castiel who plays like an angel or whatever. He's like an angel of the Lord, and it buys into what I think it buys into Christianity or something. But a lot of his character is just him. Is just him like not understanding common human problems. And that is like 90% of what God says in chat. And it is the funniest thing ever.
Well, God has indeed blessed us with his presence in chat. So God, thank you so much for
Now
your
he's here!
donation.
There he is. There he is.
My man!
We are coming up to the end of the first hour of this Masuda method shiny hunting race between Wacko and Moxie. Wacko shiny hunting for a Ghastly, Moxie shiny hunting for Teddy Ursa. If you would like to contribute to the race in your own way, for $200, you can trade Wacko or Moxie a shiny Pokemon of your choice, and this will count as the first point on the board. So you can get that first shiny, and it can be your shiny. It can be whatever Pokemon you want for $200. A donation to Stop AAPI Hate. Again, it's a fantastic charity. And if you're not really feeling the 200 dono, for $10, you can blindfold the player of your choice for 2 whole minutes. For $25, you can blindfold all 3 of us. And yeah, we're here just hanging out, raising money, trying to hatch some shinies. I did notice, Moxie, that you are releasing Pokemon as your box fills up. Is that a part of your strat?
Yeah, so I was just putting them in the box, and then I thought, I wonder if releasing it is faster. Like if there's less button presses and whatnot. It feels faster, so I'm probably going to be doing that moving forward. Trying to go for speed, right?
I would assume so. I mean, you're the ones racing, not me.
Oh, for both of you, what's your favorite shiny that you own? I guess favorite shiny that you own, and like favorite that you don't own that you want.
Yes.
I
have shinies.
I guess my favorite shinies Camerupt.
Oh
I
man,
think
it's such a good one.
I think the jet black fur on that thing is gorgeous.
So cool.
That coat, oh man. But I don't think I have one. I guess the favorite that I have, I like Pachirisu. It's a cutie.
Pink shinies are
funny.
really, really nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So I joke about how I don't have that many shinies, but I've actually gotten more over the years. I think my favorite that I've actually gotten myself, and not just like stolen off my fiance's phone from Pokemon Go, is a shiny Whimsicott that I bred for in Gen 5. And I brought it to the last chance qualifier for the Worlds that year. I was 1 win away from making it through, and like ever since then, that's like the Whimsicott that I use for when I use Whimsicott in competitive.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah. I had a part-time job that summer, and it was like a desk job, so they just wanted me to answer phones or like help people check out stuff from a library. So when I wasn't working, I was behind the desk just running back and forth hatching eggs. I don't think I knew about the Masuda method, though. I was a bit behind y'all, in terms of knowledge, at least.
I love that that's like your go-to Whimsicott that you bring with you now. That's really cool.
Yes, Marina. They are both doing the Masuda method. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, so Evie, talking about, so Evie, I'm actually doing Teddy Ursa hunts, and Evie is like known to be like the shiny Teddy Ursa person, so I figured you'd be excited about that.
Yo.
A little bit of extra luck, perhaps?
I hope so, yeah. My good luck charm is here. Evie, you've gotten one. You got your shiny Teddy, so please, big praise that I get mine today, that I get my green gummy bear.
I'm hoping that we'll see something shine on stream soon. Though I will say Bulbasaur Community Day has started on the East Coast, so I'm fingers crossed it's a shiny Bulbasaur for Gabby. No offense. I'm sure y'all are gonna get your shinies too, but...
Yeah, we're trying! We're trying!
If we don't, I'm hopping on Go later to give myself some consolation and get a shiny Bulba. And Bulbasaur was actually, that was my first Pokemon ever. That was my very first starter, first Pokemon I ever owned. So a shiny one would be cool. I've never owned a shiny one.
You didn't know that you had to pick the Pokemon on the box for when you got Pokemon Blue? You didn't realize that was how the game worked?
Nope.
Wait, for your starter?
No, when I was a kid, I thought that you had to pick the Pokemon on the box.
Yeah.
So
Red,
there's
so
a
I
correct
picked
answer.
So you a Charmander, and I didn't have
Yeah.
that choice. Because, well, I mean, technically there is green, but, you know, we didn't have it here in the US until Leaf
Yeah.
Green.
I don't know why Kid Brain thought that that was how you had to play Pokemon Red, but I opened up the box and I was like, well, he's the one on the box. That's the one I'm picking.
Yeah. What are both of your favorite starter, like, from any gen, just overall?
Oh man. I mean, like, I always feel like I gotta give two answers to these, because whenever I give the first answer, it's just based on pure nostalgia, right? Because like I feel like everybody's favorite gen is based on the first one that they played, and then their favorite Pokemon is like the one they grew up with. So, my favorite starter, short answer, Trico. Long answer, probably Turtwig.
So all about the grass. Do you usually go grass starter, or does it just happen to be those two?
Almost always. Outside of, I think, was it Grookey? I don't even know what gen that's in. Is that 6? Is that 8?
That's 8, and that's why, because you
Sword
haven't
and
played.
Shield, my friend.
No, but I wouldn't choose Grookey. I would choose Sobble, and then the Gen 6 starters. I don't. Who's the Gen 6? Is it Chespin?
Yeah, Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie.
Brokey.
Yeah, I think I'd go Fennekin there. But Gabby, your favorite starters?
Rowlet, surprising nobody. I do have Rowlet on the back of my chair.
Great
is one
answer.
of my favorites. But honestly, I also really like Oshawott and Cyndaquil, so I have no idea how I'm gonna pick a starter for Arceus on Friday. Like, they announced the starters, and I was like, how could you do this to me? Like, Cyndaquil was my favorite starter from Gen 2. Oshawott was my favorite starter from Gen 5. Rowlet is the best owl and expert in roundness of all time. I don't know, y'all. I might just have to roll a dice and then just be both happy and upset with the result for the rest of the game.
Yeah, see, that's where I lucked out. So Cyndaquil was my all-time favorite. So when I saw that was one of the choices, I was over the moon. I was so hyped for it. Like, so I definitely got very lucky there.
I see chat saying Scorbunny for life, Empoleon, Boldy Boy best starter, Snivy, Rowlet. Good choices. I mean, they're all good Pokemon, so.
Is there any data on the most popular starter type, like that most people pick? I feel like it's grass, but has there been like an official like sample done on that?
Oh, I don't know.
think so.
I'm about to
Is
Google
anyone
it.
know? Yeah, I'm
About to
super
find
curious.
out.
Oh, I love to see some Chikorita
You know
love
what we
there.
could do? We could do some science. We could throw a poll up in chat. Favorite starter
Yeah.
type. I don't have the ability to do that, but if someone who's listening is, that would be
Because
cool.
I don't have like I always pick this type. I just pick the one I like the most, so it's kind of all
too.
over the place for me for each gen. But I do like seeing that Chikorita love there. I feel like Chikorita just doesn't seem to get a lot of love. It's so cute. Like, is Meganium any good? You know, competitively? No?
No.
Only in Go.
Yeah. I
Only
love
in
the
Go.
design. I think it looks really good.
Oh man, Chikorita is so bad.
Or Chikorita.
No, I'm sorry. It's just they didn't give my man anything. They didn't even give him like Leech Seed. Like, come on.
Wait,
Give
it
it
doesn't
fairy
get
typing.
leech
It's
seed?
time.
I don't think so. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong.
No, I think
But I'm
I
like,
feel like it doesn't get Leech Seed, actually.
I don't think it gets Leech Seed.
So unfortunate.
It gets Synthesis, so it gets recovery, but like Leech Seed's OP, and that's like,
It's a Gen 8 breeding move, but if you go back to Gen 2, I don't think it actually gets Leech Seed. So that was something that they had to specifically fix at some point in time.
yeah. No, I remember I was playing through I tried to do this challenge. It was called I called it the Sleep is for the Weak lock. And it was 8 hardcore
Oh, no.
Nuzlocks in 7 days was the goal. Spoiler alert, I lost. But
You got far,
But-
though.
I got
How far
okay,
did you get?
I was on pace up to Gen 4. Gen 4 I misplayed. I actually lost to Cynthia. But and then I ended up going through almost all of the other ones. I never got to Gen 8. But But no, I was looking at the starters, considering like, because I was gonna play Crystal, and I was like, what starter am I gonna choose? And I was like, there's like, I wanted to choose Chikorita because I'm like I said, I'm a huge underdog fan. Okay, everybody's always like, Chikorita's bad, but he doesn't get any good moves, none. Literally no
bad.
redeeming qualities. Just a bad grass type. That's all it is. Oh man.
That's so sad.
That was such
I
a
don't
cool.
know.
Like when I first discovered your channel, that was when you were doing the Sleep is for the Weak lock, and I remember just like thinking like, man, who is this guy? He's insane. How is he gonna go for this? And you got pretty far.
We had a good run. I want to run it back, to be honest. I want to give it a second go.
You should, man. You should.
Going more and yeah, but we'll
Great.
see. We'll see.
So our poll has concluded, and the best starter type is air.
Very good.
You know what? I
Very
respect
good.
it. I respect it.
I'm here for it.
Apparently, people are saying Aang is their favorite starter, so I guess this is now an alternate universe where the avatar is actually a Pokemon, or I don't know what the inverse of that would be, so maybe we'll just go with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would have gone Toph, but sure. Thanks, fine.
That's fair. I always envisioned myself as a waterbender personally, because I always thought that was pretty cool. And it also
Me
gets
too.
really dark going
Yeah.
back to like,
Water bending
Yeah.
is my jam as well.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I was just talking to someone about this a few days ago. I was facing a Naganadel, and someone wasn't familiar with it. They were like, "What is this mon? What gen is this?" And I was explaining that it's you know, the whole storyline in for anyone who doesn't know, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in the post game. Really, in Gen 7, you know, there's a lot of like alternate timeline, interdimensional shenanigans, and Naganadel and Poipole were actually in this other, you know, timeline or whatever, starter mons in this like other dimension, which is really cool. So, you know, just talking about like alternate realities and all that, it's interesting. Like, what other starters would have been in that, you know, little pocket of existence?
Can you imagine starting with a Guzzlord? I would enjoy that.
Oh,
Not too long ago, I learned what Guzzlord sounds like in the anime, and it just
Speaking-
screams. It's just a dude screaming in the voice booth.
Alright.
It's so funny.
New
Calamity.
incentive, perhaps.
Oh, man.
$10 donation to hear Moxie's impression of the Guzzlord animation cry.
No.
No, $20? We'll do 25. We'll do 25.
Speaking of Pokemon that got done dirty, man. Poor Guzzlord.
That's such a wild design. The
It's
Ultra Beasts
cute
in
as
general, like, I think they're pretty cool, but some of them are very, very strange, for sure.
Well, like, the squid one's cool.
Oh,
Um,
I'm forgetting its name. It's like Rock and Poison.
Nihilego.
Yeah, there you go.
Nihilego.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's cool. Blacephalon's a weirdo, I won't lie. It's strange. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Guzzlord is a huge miss for me. No thanks.
Mine, if I'm thinking favorites, it's Naganadel and Buzzwole. Buzzwole is just so funny to me.
Oh, Buzzwole.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Get it, like, anyways.
Just a jack mosquito.
Oh, Pheromos is kind of dope. I do like that one.
Pheromos is really cool, but it's also got a very uncanny valley thing going on. Like, it kind of freaks me out a little bit, but it is a cool design.
I feel like all the Ultra Beasts were meant to sort of hit on that uncanny valleyness a little bit, to sort of like
Yeah.
really drive in that they're, you know, from a different dimension and everything, and I love that about them.
It's what makes them cool, yeah. It's that sort of like
Yeah.
kind of uncomfortable, like, is this a Digimon or a Pokemon? What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, don't be mean to Kartana. It's not Kartana's fault that somebody made a little origami thing that just decided
like
to come to
Kartana.
life. And also, it's broken as anything in the right VGC formats.
Ooh, that thing is nuts, yeah. It's insane.
I know. And its shiny is so good. Like, I don't have the patience to shiny hunt for a shiny Kartana, but I would love to have a shiny Kartana.
Let's see. I don't actually know what it looks like. I'm gonna. Ooh, that is nice. It's clean.
Yeah, it has like the little black elements on its hat and everything instead of, I think it's like yellow normally.
Like, shiny Kartana to me almost looks like the shiny could have been the original coloration, and like the one we have could have been the shiny. Like the black just works on it.
Yeah. Got a question coming in from God for y'all. What are Peter and Brian's favorite flavors of soup?
Oh
God
man.
wants to know. You
That's
gotta
a good
answer
question.
him.
Wait, us or
Or her.
I
Griffin?
think I know mine.
Oh no, Moxie, you go first.
Okay, I'm actually a I'm a big soup person. I love me some soup. I think like just a nice New England clam chowder. I'm a big like chowder fan, but I love me some clam chowder. I think that might be my favorite.
That's a really good answer. It's a really solid answer. Do I make some people really upset and say Frosted Flakes? I'm gonna
Oh,
go. Here we go. I mean, I like a broccoli cheddar. I like a, or a corn chowder is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chowders, they're just so hearty, especially when it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Can't do corn chowder anymore.
What do you mean?
I went to Japan once with a few friends, and one of my friends was like, I want to try the corn chowder in the can out of the vending machine. We should all try it. And we were like, okay, yeah, how bad could this be? Can't do it.
The answer
was that bad.
The answer was pretty
It was
bad.
that bad.
Pretty bad. In case anyone was wondering.
From a vending machine. Like, that's the thing
Yeah.
I've heard in Japan, I guess. Like, you can get almost anything at a vending machine, right?
You can get corn chowder. I don't know about everything, but you can get corn chowder.
No, I mean I've heard a lot of cool stuff about Japan's innovations in terms of even architecture and their buildings and everything. So
I
that
want to
doesn't
go
surprise
so
me at all.
badly. Oh, I cannot wait.
Yo,
to go
same.
someday.
That
Oh,
sounds so fun.
Yeah, how was it, Gabby?
man.
Like, how long were you over there for?
So I've gone twice. The first time I was there for about 2 weeks. The second time I was there for about 5 days. I loved it. It was so much fun. I really like big cities like Tokyo where there's parts you can go where it feels like a city, and then there's parts you can go where it's just like a park or, more rural or whatever. And there's just so much to do. The second time I went, we actually got tickets to see a concert by one of my favorite composers and like for a singing group and everything. Her name's Yuki Tajira. She does all the music for like Sword Art Online, Dot Hack, Madoka, like just really some really crazy stuff musically speaking. And like seeing her in person was definitely the highlight of the trip. It was so much fun.
Oh, that sounds incredible. Especially getting to see an artist you really like while you're on a trip like that. It's just it'll lock in the nostalgia forever when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time
it
you
was
listen to
like-
her now, you can think of that trip.
That's
It,
so
it
dope.
really is. Yeah, it was awesome. I think as soon as I have the opportunity to travel again, honestly, I see myself going back to Japan. But I also just had a good friend of mine move out there for a job, so it does make it a lot easier when you can crash on somebody's
Oh, that's
floor.
so nice. Yeah. I before the pandemic hit, I was doing quite a bit of international travel, and Japan is definitely probably number one on my list right now. I was actually supposed to go for a work trip around when the Olympics were happening, and then of course that got canceled. So I was gonna have like an all expenses trip. Like I would have been busy for a lot of it, but I would have still had time to soak some of it in. So that's a bummer. So when I go, I'll have to pay out of pocket, but it'll be worth it. So it all works out.
So there was a poll run in chat for the best soup, and something else won. And I'm curious what that something else is. The other options were broccoli cheddar, New England clam chowder, or corn chowder.
One
All
vote
of our
for each of them.
suggestions. All nice. Oh man.
But yeah, Fen is talking about how a friend of theirs made a potato leek soup that was really good. That
Ooh.
honestly, I didn't even think of that as a soup, but that actually sounded really good.
What does leek even taste like? Is it like a spring? Is it like spring onion? Like, is it a similar deal to that?
It's like I would say it's a less oniony onion. I don't know
Mhm.
about you, Wacko.
When you say leak, I think far-fetched. Okay, I don't. This is not. I don't know.
Yeah, Farfetch'd kind of has a, as goofy as it is, it's got a pretty dark backstory. Isn't it just that like leek is typically served with duck, so they kind of made it as a joke and paired the two together, right?
Yep. Yep.
I love Farfetch. It's actually my favorite flying type. I'm a huge like when they announced Surfetched, I was so hyped for that. I was so happy. I actually ran Surfetched in a Trick Room team for a little bit because like it's not the best mon out there, but I had to use it. I had to.
No, Farfetch was a Pokemon that deserved an evolution and just hadn't had it for so long. So no,
Yeah, it was long
Surfetch is great.
Yeah, there's still a lot of mon. Like Dunsparce is one that comes to mind for a lot of people. Like, when are they giving it something? A regional variant, an evolution? Like, it needs something. It has so much potential.
No, they're not.
Happy.
They're not giving us anything. Okay, they released Drampa and Alamamala just to screw with us. Okay, they released the two of them. They were like, yeah, we know you want it, but you can't have it. That was it.
I'm sorry, what was that second Pokemon you just said?
Alamamala?
Alamamala?
Alamamala. Yeah, the evolution of Love Disc that doesn't exist.
Ah, yes, Alamamala.
Alamamala. What?
Yeah, Alamamala with his fellow sea creatures like Gyarados, you know?
Gyarados?
Our sea creature friends. Alamamala, that rolls off the tongue so nicely.
It does! It sounds right. It beats Parathorn, okay?
I tell you what, Alamamala, I have been sleeping on that mon. I recently, well not recently, a couple months ago used it in a Nuzlocke, and I became a fan. That thing is bulky. It's solid. You can do some good toxic stalling with it. It's not bad.
All right.
Not bad.
I want to take a moment to give a shout out to my friend Thomas, who actually ran Alola or Amala Mala, blah blah blah, at a VGC tournament back in 2015, and I forget who it was. Like, he played a friend of ours and like someone who was pretty decently known in the community, but I cannot remember who they were with that team, and they just were so frustrated with how bulky it was that they just kind of left the table without shaking his hand after the match.
Oh man,
they were
the
so
salt is real. No
it
handshake.
Was so funny. It was so funny.
Man. Oh, that's hilarious. What? So Gabby, have you have competed in tournaments?
Yes. So I competed from 2006 until 2016, and then I jumped into commentary.
So what was was there ever a moment that you would consider like the most, like, this moment caught me off guard more than any other moment, like when you were going up against somebody?
So yeah, I mean, a couple of times. I'm trying to think of a good one. There was one time I played Wolf Flick back in Philly in 2012, I think it was. It was the first year they actually did Swiss rounds for VGC. And it was really funny because he had actually played my fiance, Chalky, earlier on in that thing, or that tournament. And like, at the time, Wolf was really known for bringing weird Pokemon. Like, that was like his thing. It was before, you know, Twitch and before that sort of personality / influencer Wolf became a thing.
Right.
And I sit down at the table and we're kind of talking a little bit, and then he sends out his Pokemon, and it was like a Trick Room Setter plus Lily. And I was like, Lily?
Lily.
And I remember thinking to myself, like, what the heck is this Pokemon going to do? I don't understand. I ended up knocking it out like that turn because I was so scared by it.
Was
but
it
then I was like,
Eviolite? Or what was he
it was
running on?
Eviolite
Okay.
Lily. Yeah. And I was talking to Chalky about it afterwards because we had both played him and, you know, we were dating at the time. So you obviously tell your significant other about your Pokemon battles.
Right.
And,
Obviously.
and he was like, that thing destroyed me. Like, it got up Ingrain. I think it also had Leech Seed. And, like, he just couldn't knock it out. And I was like, oh, I just one-shot it. And he just looks at me like, I was like, what? It's Wolf Glick and a Lily. You're going to knock it out first.
Yeah, before he tries to get fancy with it. Like, you see him pull
Yeah.
something weird out like that. It's like, okay, he's up to something. I need to get this thing
Oh,
off the
man.
field ASAP.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I love Wolf. It was a really creative team. I just remember my, like, sus meter was going off. And I was like, yeah, we're just not even going to go there in this game.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I do love that about Wolfie, just the off meta, you know, brings. It's like the cool stuff that you wouldn't think about. That makes me think of, you know, Sejin Park and the Pachirisu. That's like one of the coolest
God.
competitive moments ever. Like, I love that. And that's like his thing now, you know? That's like his brand. It's so cool.
Yeah. I was in the audience during that finals match, and everybody went nuts. Like, I've never seen anything like it since. But, like, everybody was like, oh my god. I'm pretty sure I jumped up and was, like, cheering for Pachirisu. It was such a good moment to be, like, in a crowd of Pokemon fans for.
Yeah, that's his Mon now. You know, most people, you know, when they think of Pachirisu, they think of him now. That's his legacy. It's cool.
So, you heard about my battling moments that took me off guard. I want to turn that question around to both of y'all. What moments in either Nuzlocking or shiny hunting, take your pick, caught you two off guard?
I've got a pretty... You want to go first? Here, you go.
Well,
ahead.
mine's definitely not a super. Okay, so I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, during that week of fun, I was doing a run through of Pokemon Crystal, and I got to who's the Dark type leader in the Elite Four there?
Karen. Right?
Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So I got
Karen.
to Karen, and Karen has a Houndoom, and I had Tentacruel out, and I used Surf, but it didn't take out the Houndoom. It brought it down to like, I don't know, like 5% health. It was very close. And Houndoom hit me, and my Tentacruel was in red. I was concerned that Karen was going to send out another Pokemon with Pursuit next, and I wouldn't be able to get my Tentacruel out. And I knew that Karen still had the healing item. So I thought to myself, oh, well, Karen's going to use the healing item. I'll get a free switch into another one of my Pokemon, and I'll get the kill on Houndoom, and we'll move from there. So I did just that. I switched,
So,
assuming, and the Houndoom pursued me, knocking out my Tentacruel against Karen. And then Karen healed in the same turn as I sent out my next Pokemon. So not only did I lose the Tentacruel, but also the Houndoom was now at full health facing my next Pokemon. We ended up getting through it, but it was like, you're kidding.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't even know you could pursuit and heal in the same turn.
You can't! You can't! Karen can! No one else can!
Karen out here cheating, man.
Yeah, I guess. Or the rules are just written in her favor, I guess. But oh man. But yeah, Moxie, what's your first one?
Mine's pretty okay, so it was the team, so it was an Inclement Emerald, and there's a trainer with a team of all like serpent Pokemon. So like Steelix, Serperior, Milotic, you get the idea. And her lead
That's cool.
is a Shuckle. Okay? So this Shuckle is, you can pretty much shut it down with Taunt. You know, Shuckle is pretty passive. So I had a whole strat that I sat down and figured out to where I was going to set up on the Shuckle, taunt it, and then just sweep the whole team. Because it was a very, very scary team. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to set up here. And I completely forgot that the Shuckle had a red card. So I'd get this whole fancy thing going, and then I'm like, all right, it's sweep time, baby. And I get red carded out, and then there goes my setup, and I ended up wiping. So,
Oh man.
yeah, so the red card Shuckle, it's yeah, see, T knows the Shuckle story. And it's ironic because Shuckle was my second favorite Pokemon. I actually really love Shuckle, but not that one, not the red card Shuckle.
Oh man, that's right before Flannery, right?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You remember her.
Yeah,
It's tough.
that-
That's a very hard battle.
it was a very hard battle. Similarly, I stalled in the Winona fight. In Inclement Emerald, I stalled Winona's Gyarados out of its moves. So all it has left was Dragon Dance. So I figured to myself, well, it's just gonna struggle, and I'll have all the time in the world.
Oh,
Did you guys know? Did you guys know that
+6 struggle, is that where this went?
that struggle's a physical attack? Did you know
Yeah.
that struggle counts as a physical hit? Because my Talonflame learned very quickly that it is.
Did it get one shot?
Oh yeah. Now here's the biggest problem: is this thing was also +6 speed, so I didn't have a prayer.
Oh no.
I forget how we got through it, but
So you didn't wipe, though. You did get through it.
no, we did get through.
Yeah.
We did get through. I
That's
think
so
that was.
funny.
I think that was the run that we won too. But man, that was a spooky moment.
That's
Oh.
hilarious. I wouldn't even think of that
That's
interaction.
stressful.
I would have also been like, oh, cool, it's just going to struggle and, you know, easy dubs. But, oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
nope, that's not the case. Oh man.
Well, if you want to watch these two trainers struggle, $10 donation, and the streamer of your choice will put a blindfold on for 2 minutes while they're hatching eggs, which can be very difficult depending on the timing of when you send in the donation. $25, all three of us will put on a blindfold, which will also impede my shiny hunting for Bulbasaur. Just saying. So now you can actually, you know, get your $25 worth on that. And $200 donation to Stop AAPI Hate will allow you to gift a shiny Pokemon to either Wacko or Moxie, or me, I guess, if you really want to. I'm not going to say no to a free shiny. But help get your team on the board, or my eternal gratitude. One of those things. Seems like a bargain, really.
What a deal. What a deal.
What a deal, what a deal.
Oh man.
I love that you have the Bidoof like on your mic arm there. I might have
So
to get me a
cute.
little Gengar to put up here, just a little guy.
Get the,
Yeah.
get the sitting cuties on the Pokemon Center
Mhm.
website if they ship to you. That is what my little friend here is. And then I used a scrunchie, so that way, like, I'm not actually damaging the plush when it's attached to the mic.
I've
Perfect.
got a couple sitting cuties. I have a Shuckle, a Porygon 2, and then I have
Oh.
I have a Zatu, which I was
What?
gifted the Zatu by John because our good friend
Come
Wacko here
on.
has a history with Zatu.
I know. Okay, I have one moment in the history of my Pokemon experience that happened to be broadcast live with Zatu.
John.
Go
Okay. It was my first Nuzlocke ever. Okay.
Okay.
I was getting back into Pokemon. I wasn't that experienced. All right. It was probably 3 months into my channel existing altogether. And I was doing a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald. I got all the way to Tate and Liza, a notoriously difficult battle. And it opened with Claydol and Zatu. And I thought to myself, well, it's fine. Zatu only has Psychic and Calm Mind, so as long as I send in Dark types, I'm good. I brought in 2 dark types. I believe they were under leveled. One of them was a Mightyena, which it was fine. It just didn't do a ton of damage. And then yeah, I let Xatu set up 6 Calm Minds, and I lost the run. It was yes, because I figured it couldn't touch me. It did not care what I thought. Here we are.
Oh, Xatu. Our good friend Xatu. Gotta love it.
Jeez. Shoutouts to the $5 donation from Bidoof. Let me see if I can actually do this right. Bidoof. Thank you for your $5 donation, Bidoof. I apologize. My Bidoof is not. I have a little
that was
trouble with
great.
the accent.
No, it was incredible.
That was good.
One thing I learned, like speaking of Pokemon cries, so I haven't seen all the movies, and I hadn't seen the one with Jirachi, and I recently learned that Jirachi is one of those like psychic types that can telepathically speak like human language. So I went and watched a clip, and it was just so jarring to me, just hearing it just like speaking. It's like, what? I thought only like Mewtwo could do that.
Oh,
Max.
man.
Candy. That's
Yeah,
like the only
yeah.
scene I remember from that movie.
Jirachi's so cute. I feel like it's a very slept-on mythical. You don't see people talk about Jirachi that much. It's a cool concept too.
Also, Serene Grace and Zen Headbutt and/or Iron Head.
Ooh, it's too much fun.
That's like free wins right there, really.
Oh yeah, I love the Serene Grace cheese. I'm all for it.
Have you both watched a majority, I would say, of the animation movies, or are you not real animation fans? I guess.
So wait, did you get it?
Wait, did he get one?
Oh wow, this man right here.
Yo, Wacko getting on the board. First
Wow, he got
shiny
it.
of the stream.
The infamous Wacko luck.
Wow.
Oh, man. Yo,
1
where's Salt
point to
Queen?
Team Salt.
Where's
All
Salt?
right. Here we go. It's time. It's time. Green Teddy Ursa in this
got
batch,
you,
okay?
homie.
Trust.
Woo!
That's a good looking shiny though. Just
Oh,
don't ever
boy.
evolve it. Don't ever evolve it.
Oh, boy.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oh,
You got
man.
one.
Congratulations.
I got one. Oh,
Are you
man.
getting 2 in a row?
Oh,
was
yeah, that was not lucky. Oh, man.
That's your first shiny Ghastly, right? You don't own one yet, do you?
No, I don't. That was my first one. Oh, man. Yes.
Congratulations.
Masuda Ghastly.
Oh, man.
Wild.
I want to see the stats. Like, what nature are we working
Oh
with?
yeah. A nice like a timid or a modest maybe.
I gotta get through all of they're all hatching right now. I can't do anything. I'm stuck.
Oh no, Moxie, you have a shiny.
Yeah, I
Ghastly
literally
emote too?
And the funniest thing is it was gifted to me by Wacko. So like there's layers to this. There's layers to this
Oh
thing.
my goodness. The
It's messed up.
disrespect.
That's messed up.
Oh man, but it is funny.
It's pretty funny.
Oh boy. It's a lonely nature. Oh, that's not very good. But
Isn't that plus attack?
yeah, it's plus attack.
Poor guy.
Hey, $16 from Cattitude. Catty, thank you so much for that donation towards Stop AAP I Hate. If you want to retroactively assign a blindfold to someone for 2 minutes, let us know in the chat. Again, $10, 2 minutes. Blindfold the streamer of your choice. You could blindfold Wacko right now while he's trying to stuff in his box.
Whoa.
Help me out here. Throw me a little
I'm
bone
right
here.
here.
Give me a little something, all right?
No, guys. What's the expression? Kick him while he's down. Please blindfold Moxie.
Don't do it. Not like this. Come on, who doesn't want to see a nice green Teddy Ursa, huh? You really want to blindfold me and prevent that from happening?
Should I move on to another shiny, or should I just keep going?
It's up to you.
Oh man,
If you did move on, what would you do?
I don't know. I can only do so many
That's right.
cause we don't have a Ditto in there. I got what's it called? I think Ghastly was the mon from another language. So I think I'll hatch the rest of these eggs and then we'll move from there. So I'm just not gonna
Sounds
get
fair.
any more.
What are your other
Oh,
options
man.
that you could do?
So I think I can go Zubat, which might be fun.
It's a green, right?
Um,
It's like pale green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Screamer.
I could also go. Is
All right.
Bronzor?
Wacko, I just got word from Caddy. You have to put your blindfold on for 2 minutes. Thanks to
Caddy.
your donation.
Thank you. I need this.
I
gonna make
look
this
like
2
a
minutes count.
robot with this thing on. Oh man, I look like somebody tell me what character I look like, because with this thing on, it looks goofy. Oh man,
Dude, that's
All
so
right.
funny.
Timer's starting now.
ridiculous.
You know what you look like to me? So with the hat over the headphones, it gives you like almost like a mushroom look, and I think
Yes.
of Shinotic.
Oh yeah.
That's the mom that I'm thinking of here.
Oh man.
If I go way outside of Pokemon, I would honestly say Daredevil, because you got the whole like half your face is covered thing going. But that's not a Pokemon.
Sheep was in here earlier. She goes, Wacko looks like he's about to rob something. I can't see any.
ABS says Goomba. So
Oh, man.
also apparently a Goomba.
Awesome. Great.
All right, so check this out, Wacko. But when you take the blindfold off, it's going to be a shiny Teddy Ursa on the screen. All right, trust. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Oh, man. I hope I'm still outside. I hope I didn't walk into any buildings. I'm still
You're
on
in a
my
battle
bike.
now, man. You're in a battle.
No, I'm not. I don't believe you. It's okay. Whatever I use, Magmar is gonna save me. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're using Magmar. Magmar's so funny looking. I love it.
Yeah, can
Oh,
we get a $5 donation train going to celebrate the first shiny of the stream? Could also get a $10 blindfold donation train going, if that so inclines. I think a $5 train though is pretty good for first shiny of the stream. You look so serious, Wacko.
I'm dedicated.
Yes, blindfold donations can stack. It's 2 minutes per $10, and your time is up, Wacko. Congratulations.
Oh man,
Welcome
Hey.
back,
Once
sir.
again.
I got an egg. Did I hatch any shinies?
No. I don't think you hatched anything, honestly.
Yeah,
This
you
is the
you
first one?
accidentally you released it on accident. You got another one, so it doesn't count, right?
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You can only look so serious with a hat over his face. Thanks, T. Thank you. Oh man. Oh boy.
But yes, if you'd like to get your donations in to blindfold either streamer or even $25 to blindfold all three of us, you can head over to poke.gives. That's POKE.GIVS. And all money goes directly to Stop AAPI Hate, which is a fantastic charity that is working to combat the hate against the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities that has risen fairly significantly over the past couple of years. So it's a fantastic cause. We've got two great runners doing their best. Wacko with that lead for Team Salt. Moxie trying to tie up the score for Team Digi. You can also donate $200 and give either of these trainers a shiny Pokemon. So the race is only just getting started. There's plenty of time left to get those donations in and be some shiny eggs Pokemon. Maybe a green Teddy Ursa, hopefully a green Teddy Ursa.
It's gonna happen, I promise. I'm getting this green Teddy Ursa to pop out today. It's gonna happen. We got plenty of time.
Wacko has the best jawline on Twitch. Can we get a $5 donation
Mr.
train
Jawline.
for that? Like, can we? I guess that would
Thanks,
be allowed,
John.
right? This overlay
God,
does
absolutely
have-
not.
All right. Well, anyways, this overlay does have a train counter on it when I think it's like when 3 or 4 people donate at once. So just saying, we can test that out right now. So speaking of things that I'd like to test out, you know, we did have that question earlier about which is faster, running back and forth or running in circles. And I noticed, Wacko, that you're running back and forth. And Moxie, you're running in circles. I wonder if we can get those step counters up on screen with your Poketches and
Oh,
see
yeah.
a
Oh,
little
do you wanna
something
do-
going on.
wait.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
For science.
For science. $5 donation from Calvin Klein. Is this the start of the train? Wacko.
Klein.
We
dude.
want you for our next campaign.
Come
I think
on.
the real Calvin Klein wants you for their campaign, Wacko. That is
Calvin
truly
Klein.
fantastic.
That's so
I-
good.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Oz, congratulations on getting your
Oh.
shiny Galarian Ponyta.
Hey, Moxie just started going. Okay. I'm also going.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have to do it in time, but just, you know, you can see the numbers climbing, and maybe someone who can count better than I can actually see which one's going up quicker. Honestly, it looks like Moxie's is, but it might also just be that his is at a larger number at this.
And it's like, even with the circles, you know, like tight circles, wide circles, medium circles, there's so many ways to slice and dice it.
Oh, I think that. Yeah, I think that the circles is like very marginally faster.
Mhm.
Actually, it's pretty good. I'm gonna start doing circles. I can't do this anymore.
It's pretty
Now let me
solid.
get a lead on me, okay? Listen
Oh,
here,
wait.
Moxie.
Oh man, there I go throwing already. I didn't even realize I had no more eggs.
Science
okay.
distracted you.
Yeah, blinded by the power of science.
Now I'm nervous that I don't have eggs, but I'm like pretty sure I have eggs. I'm like, sure.
Well, you could check, but that would be time. But
I
you're
know!
in the lead.
I honestly am so surprised we found one.
Yeah, I really thought like the first shiny of the stream I thought would pop from like radar, you know, not. But here we are with the Ghastly.
I believe Agent V and Renee are on next, and they're doing underground hunts, which I don't know the odds of how the underground works when it's like Diglett time or whatever that mode is called, but I think it's actually more likely than this. So
I'm so unfamiliar with how underground shiny hunting works. I don't really know the mechanics at all.
What I know about the mechanics is that so you go underground and you can like meet up with other people and then like you run around and you collect the Diglets. And then once you've collected 40 Diglets, you go into caves and it loads all the Pokemon in there and you encounter them to find out if they're shiny because it doesn't show you in the overworld. But if the timer runs out while you're in a cave, all of the Pokemon that are in the cave are still considered like preloaded and their chances of being shiny have not changed. So you get to like always finish out the cave that you're in no matter what.
oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
We have a fact from Aqua. It is 1 out of 4,096 without Diglett time, 2 out of 4,096 with Diglett time, but I'm assuming that's for an individual encounter. So if you go into a large cave, that's like what, 10 times, maybe 10 Pokemon encounters in those large caves?
Yeah.
It feels like a lot. And we have a question from Hero L Maxo. Who would win in a foot race? Wacko or Moxie?
How long? How long is
Yeah,
the foot
we're
race?
just doing like a 40-yard dash, or
I'm very slow short distance, but I'm like the little engine that could. Long distances, I'm okay.
yeah, I haven't done like a sprint in quite some time, but historically, I'm pretty fast. Like I'm definitely a sprinter rather than a long distance person. I guess we can find out. We can do a little foot race at TwitchCon maybe. A little Poke Streamer
in.
foot race.
I'm in. I'm in, and I 100% expect you to beat me if it's short distance. 100%. I tell a story. I was in I played soccer in high school, or football if that's how you prefer it to be called. But there was a time when I was playing forward, and one of my defenders lobbed the ball over the last defender on their team. And so it was a foot race to the ball, me versus this last guy. And as you guys know, I'm very slow, so I very much lost that foot race. But he tried to like bicycle kick it out because it was like still behind him, and I don't know, he's just trying to boot it back into play. But when he went to bike it, he biked it straight into my face, and I ran through it, and I scored.
Let's go.
That's my story. That's it.
I love it. I was wondering how that was going to end. Like, is this having a happy ending or a bad
Yes.
ending?
Well, I had a headache, but we were good.
Hey, all for the dub. All
No,
for the
100%.
dub.
Take one for the team.
Mhm.
Quite literally in this case.
Oh man, it hurt. Oh man.
I was always the kid who got hit in the head in gym class regardless, so I
No.
never was a sports person.
No. Oh man.
Concussion for the win.
A
Whatever
back
it
to the
takes.
face.
Whatever it takes, by all means.
Oh man. I think 2 more eggs, and then I gotta look into getting some other
Who's up next?
eggs hatched. I don't know. I gotta look. I actually was thinking, can I hatch bronzors?
Can? What? Why not?
What? No, I don't
Is
know what Pokemon.
Bronzor genderless? I can't remember. Does it have?
Yeah.
gender?
So that's what
Oh.
confuses me. Like with
Yeah,
genderless Pokemon, do they just?
You need a
Aqua
ditto.
said yeah.
I need
Yeah,
a
that's
ditto.
the
Okay.
ditto, right.
Yeah,
Alright.
I thought you meant like, was it allowed in terms of the competition? And I was gonna say, I'm a corrupt moderator here. Y'all can find me. I really don't care. As long as you're
man.
not like out here murdering Bidoof or whatever. We cool, we cool.
That's very funny.
Is your Bronzor, is it foreign?
Yes. So I don't remember. I think the Bronzor's from Japan. I think. But I have a ditto. It's just not. It's from this game. So
Mhm.
I would just have to swap that in there. But it's like one of like the 5 Pokemon that I have. The other option is Zubat. Zubat's female, so that would have to be the hunt I go for. I couldn't pair that with something else. And then Gligar I could look into and see what I could go with that.
That's a really good one. It's like that nice, like light blue and yellow.
Yeah. Oh no, Gligar's a really pretty shiny.
What egg groups is Gligar in? I believe it's not. It's in the bug egg group, so you should bugs, I guess.
Get after some Caterpies. That sounds good. Okay, time to take a look. Oh man.
Yeah, take your time when you take a look. You know, no rush. Like, really think it over. Make sure you choose something really good, a really nice looking one. No rush.
No. Of course, no rush at all. Oh man, I'm like avidly watching your screen. I'm like waiting to see that green.
The gummy bear.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm rooting for both of y'all. I want a close race. I want everybody on the edge of their seats just throwing in the blindfold donation money to try and trip y'all up. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, putting the team away.
And a shiny Bulbasaur, which still has not come through. I got 2
Shiny
lures going and everything.
Bulbasaur. It's like lighter green, right?
Yeah, which makes it really hard because like in Go right now, it's like it just looks like it's shiny even though it's not.
Mm-hmm.
This one has high CP though. That's pretty good. Hey, shoutouts to, was that God the Sandshrew?
Where's my kid? Oh, I think Ditto's in shiny lockbox. There we go. There we go.
Oh, the giraffe rig is nice. I
You
forgot
have
how
a
cool that
blue
one was.
duck.
Yeah, Psyduck's so cute.
I love shiny Psyduck.
Mm-hmm. That nice icy blue.
It's so wild seeing you have to go inside to talk to the Pokemon nursery lady. That was
Right?
like, that was one of the best quality of life improvements from Sword and Shield, was just having her just outside and that was it.
Yeah.
Who goes inside buildings anyways nowadays?
Yeah. Also, just having the mobile PC access is huge. It's so nice. One of the greatest things they ever did.
I still
What
go
if I-
to it. I refuse.
Really?
I do sometimes by habit. Like, I just won't be thinking. I'm just on autopilot. I'm like, wait, why did I just go in there?
One of my favorite things about BDSP is that, especially when you're talking to like the Solaceon newspaper guy, the only guy who can give you dive balls, you can just talk to him and then just magic the Pokemon he's looking for out of thin air if you've already caught it,
Yeah, yeah.
which is great. I used to hate doing that side quest because you just have to like go out into the Pokemon Center and then back. But now it's great.
Speaking of side quests, I'm very curious in the new game, like, what will the side quests be like? You know, is this going to be just fetch quests, or is it going to be something a little more in depth? 'Cause I'm a big
Well-
side quest person. I'm a completionist. I like open world exploration and getting all the achievements, getting everything.
Patties! Patty
Yo.
Max, thank you so much for that raid.
We got
Patty!
Welcome in, everybody.
Big Patty!
We got the team.
Welcome
Oh.
in.
I gotta check how many.
Special welcome to 8
Combined
Velociraptors.
Wow, love to see it.
Yo! That is so cool. A little bit concerned that we now have 8 Velociraptors running around Solaceon Town with y'all, but I'm sure you'll be fine. You have the bike.
Welcome in, everybody. How we doing?
Hopefully, Patty and Velociraptors, you've both had great streams. For those of you just joining us, we are entering into the final hour of Masuda method hunting between Wacko and Moxie. Wacko hatched a single shiny Gengar so far, putting Team Salt on the board, but Team Digi is not that far behind. If you'd like to help out your favorite streamer while they race as a part of this Pokéthon League stream, you can go ahead and donate over at poke.gives or !donate, I believe. In chat, we'll put that link as well. All donations benefit Stop AAPI Hate, a fantastic charity that is combating racism against Asian American and Pacific Islander communities. $10 will allow you to blindfold the streamer of your choice for 2 minutes $25, all three of us will don a blindfold, and $200 donations will allow you to gift a shiny to either Wacko or Moxie and get an additional point on the board. And I have gotten confirmation that the 8 Velociraptors are friendly, so we're good. We're good.
It's such an incredible name. 8 has a really cool story behind it too. There was he was playing Dungeons and Dragons, and there was a moment where he got to unleash 8 Velociraptors, and then here we have him today. It's so cool.
That is hype. Yep,
Eagle,
Outlaw.
please.
Yeah, Eagle.
I need help, man. Come on now.
$10.
I thought we were
Eagle.
friends, Eagle.
Eagle, you still owe me after the time you made a Nuzlocke tier list and you put me below Moxie, okay? So, sounds like...
This is what it's come to, huh?
Y'all are throwing down. I respect that. I respect that. Would love to see some help from chat, too. Just saying. It may not look like much, but a well-timed $10 donation can mean that you're unable to pick up eggs, you're unable to navigate your PC. Maybe you just walk into a Pokemon Center, but $10 from Eagle Outlaw.
Let's go!
Blindfold Wacko, because Moxie
What?
is OG.
Yes,
What?
Eagle, my man.
What is this?
Betrayal,
I got a-
apparently.
I got a hat! Come on! Tell me when the timer starts.
All right, let me know when you're ready. I
The
have it
hat
all
is so
queued up.
good.
It's not good!
Yeah.
Very, very bad!
All right, let's see that blindfold over your eyes, and then we'll go ahead and start the timer.
Gordon? Eagle, you will rue this day.
You might have to make this a
Oh,
redeem
man.
on your channel going forward.
No, absolutely
With the hat, too.
no,
No proper blindfold.
Man. Oh man.
Hey, it's fashionable and functionable.
Mhm.
Ah.
All right, on to the
$20.
next batch.
We have a $20 donation from Ruku saying, "Just get another shiny, Wacko."
I'm working on it, Ruku. I'm trying my best. Yo, Mox, can you help me out, man? Am I doing everything right?
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's just right. You're on the road to another shiny right now.
I definitely need to switch something up after he said that. Okay. What am I doing wrong? I'm button mashing. I feel like I'm playing Super Smash Bros. Oh man.
Oh,
You're
I
actually
think-
kind of okay right now. Like, all jokes aside.
I was gonna say, if you're playing Smash right now, I think you need to start wave dashing, because I hear that's what all the cool kids do. $10 from Doge TK. Blindfold Wacko again.
Why?
All
What
we
is
got
this?
5
Let's go.
seconds left. I'm just gonna let this timer run out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start it over once again.
Doge TK, you're a real one. Thank you for
I
the
don't even
gift.
know what. I'm probably out of shinies. Well, shiny opportunities in my inventory. I can't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go into my boxes. No, I'm not. I have no shot. I have no prayer. Okay.
You could try. I don't know where you'll end up, but I'm sure it'll be amusing for everybody else.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go for it. You ready? All right. X. I'm on the Pokemon thing by default. I can feel it. Okay. So I'm gonna click on Pokemon. Boom. Now, okay, I'm in that menu. Where it's like it's like my party. So now I'm gonna hit R. Now I'm in the PC. Boom. Okay. Now I have no idea where the arrow starts here. I'm gonna assume it starts. This is so hard.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay.
We have another $10 donation from Calvin Klein. Keep the blindfold on. This is for declining our offer.
Calvin
Don't mess with
Klein.
Calvin Klein.
I wasn't gonna mess with Calvin Klein. I didn't. What do you want me to do?
A
Tell me-
$20 donation from Patty Max. Blindfold wacko again. Hashtag
Yes.
Team Moxie.
Let's go.
All right. So
Are you kidding?
I believe that's another 4 minutes of blindfold time on top of the 20 seconds left on this blindfold. So if I were you, Wacko, I think I would just keep running around. You got out of your PC for what it's worth. Very proud of you.
I tried very hard to get out of my PC. I don't know if I did anything in the PC correct, but
All right, let me set this timer for 4 minutes, and the 4 minutes begins.
For a second there, I thought that was a shiny Bronzor, and I was about to say, no way, dude.
oh man,
You
It's
did
that
hatch
glow.
something, though.
It's the
You
glow.
did hatch something.
okay. Well, that's good. We're off and running, boys.
Right, T, he's totally gonna get a shiny while blindfolded. The wacko luck is very powerful. I cannot deny that.
I want literally the only. There is nothing I want less than a clip of me finding a shiny Pokemon with this robo head. Okay? There is. Oh man.
Shoutouts to Sigma with the $5 donation. Just want to say hi. Love y'all. Aw, love you too, Sigma. You're pretty good at reading considering you're blindfolded right now.
I'm good at reading?
Yeah.
What did I read?
Oh, kind of sus. I think he can see through the beanie.
I could. No, wait, what did I do? Was it good?
It was
Wasn't
okay.
good.
It wasn't exactly a Nobel Prize winning book or anything, but it was pretty good. Oh yo! I got it! I got my second
Oh,
Bulbasaur!
let's go. Shiny Bulby.
No!
Team
Pretty
Gabby's
sure that
on the
counts for
board.
Team Salt.
Nah, Gabby's playing for herself today, folks. But if you want to
Come
donate
on!
to support the shiny Bulbasaur, by all means, please do.
All right, so both of you have gotten something now. I gotta match it. I gotta get the gummy bear.
I believe in you. I mean, it took me like 2 hours with or I guess it's only been 1 hour with the 1 in 20 odds. So surely you can do a egg 3 out with 6 and 4,900 or 4,096. Basically mathematically the same.
Oh yeah, it's the same.
Ooh, perfect attack too. I might train this one.
Fox, if you're looking for a shiny, I got one you can borrow.
Oh man, not like that. Look, I can get my own, okay?
I'll believe it when I see it. Or, when I see anything. The
1 minute left on the blindfold timer. This is the heads
ow!
up.
That 1 minute could become even more. Just saying. You all have the power.
Oh,
It's totally a panic emote, but you're fine, Necra, you're fine. Eagle Outlaw. I love the Teddy Ursa, or as I call it, Hoda from Brother Bear. Now that's a movie that I feel like a lot of people forget exists.
Yeah. you just reminded me that it exists, to your point.
Hey, Pinecone's also just got a shiny Bulbasaur. Yes, if you all are Pokemon Go players, don't forget it is currently Community Day. Sort of. I believe this one only runs from 2 to 5 p.m. EST, so it's a bit shorter, but you can also shiny hunt Bulbasaurs while Wacko gets some more reading comprehension in. And your time is up.
Thank everything. Oh man, we're back.
With Community Day in Pogo is look, so when they choose the Mons that are for Community Day, is it like on a rotation or it's just something different every time?
I mean, Bulbasaur was originally from like 2016. I think was the last time they ran his event. So usually it's something different. And then at the end of the year, they'll like run like everything at once, Community Day, and then occasionally they'll bring stuff back. Brother Bear is one of the best Disney movies. Phil Collins is a master at Disney music. I will agree with that. I feel like I mostly think of Tarzan when I think of Phil Collins.
Oh,
and
for
Disney,
sure.
But I honestly forgot about Brother Bear, though. I too was there. Oh wow, you're doing mass transfers. That's a pro strat.
What can I say?
Okay,
I'm getting after
I
it.
like it. I like it. I'm gonna have to pick that one up. I forgot that that's a thing you can do.
Now you know.
Gabby didn't have to call me out like that. Now Moxie knows.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep the playing field even here. Wouldn't want any nasty $10 donations from chat. Speaking of which, we have a $10 donation from the Eagle Outlaw. Gotta blindfold Wacko again. LOL.
What is this?
But good job, guys, on
Why?
this. So
Yes,
cool.
Eagle.
Super proud of all of you guys for this event, and it's cool to see the Pokemon community coming together and doing cool stuff.
I don't even have. I don't even. Cool.
All right,
Cool.
2 minutes starts now.
In my personal opinion, I play Pokemon better when I can't see what's going on. Okay. in my personal opinion, Eagle Outlaw, you just help me out. Okay. So thank you for this gift.
It is a gift. It's a gift of entertainment for all of us at home. We are $30 away from $1,500 is for charity. Can I see a $30 donation? Y'all, we are so close to raising $1,500. That is absolutely incredible.
That's amazing. So how you feeling, man? Is it starting to get kind of trippy, just not having your sight for so long?
It is. No, man. It's just button mashing. It's just like, I feel the same. Yeah, have you guys ever played Mortal Kombat?
Oh
Same
yeah.
game right now.
Some Mortal Kombat, Smash Bros, maybe some Tekken.
Okay.
Pokken
Yeah.
Tournament. That's a game I always wanted to try out. Like, the cast in that game is incredible. There's so many cool mons in it.
It's a lot of fun. I'm very bad at it, but there's so much love that it went into it. It's really, really well done.
Yeah, I'm really into Smash. And it's hard playing other fighting games because they're just so different from like a platform fighter like that, you know? Just like the way you do combos is very different.
Oh no! I mean, oh yes, we just broke $1,500 here for Stop AAPI Hate. Shout outs to 8 Raptors donating $88.88. Just keep
8.
Wacko
Yes.
blindfolded.
Dude,
1.5K.
I can't do anything.
8 the goat.
What am I
Love
supposed
it.
to do?
All right, 1.5K. The timer has been reset once again.
8, you're such a
I'm
legend.
gonna hatch 3 eggs, and then what? Bupkis. Nothing. Oh.
Support a great cause and also maybe support some entertainment. Yes, trolling people for a charity. Exactly. Exactly.
So what is that? 8 minutes of blindfold?
I mean, it could be. I think that's worthy. I think that's worthy. Tell you what, I'll go easy on you, Wacko. We'll do 6 minutes after this timer of 2 minutes is done. I think that's a pretty good deal.
Good old Magmar.
Thank you.
Oh no. I will offer you a little point right here. You are currently in a battle, and you are in the menu.
This is so great to watch. Mega Punch or Flamethrower?
Yeah, you're looking at Iced Magmar right now.
What move should I use?
So we got Flamethrower, we got Fire Blast, maybe Sunny Day, a little setup.
I can't even
Mega
picture the
Punch.
fight menu right now. I'm going for this one.
All right, we got $20 from Joby. This is to help Pete take off the blindfold. I think that's okay. I think you can take off the blindfold. But you also won the battle, so that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, if that was Flash Fire, that would have been pretty funny. He would have been stuck
That
for a
would've
while,
been amazing.
unless he got Mega Punch.
Oh, that would have been
How
so
did I-
good.
Did I run inside somewhere? What happened?
You were running in and out of the daycare area for a while,
Oh.
and I think that was what ultimately did you in.
Oh, man.
How's it feel to be back?
I can see light! Oh, man.
Please, Teddy
mean-
Ursa.
If you think
Please.
about it, you're just practicing for a blindfolded Nuzlocke, right? At that point, I mean, you were basically in a battle.
A friend of the channel raided in yesterday, and they had just run a blindfolded crystal Nuzlocke, and from what I've heard, it is spooky.
That sounds terrifying. Like, that's... I mean, I feel like almost a guaranteed wipe. That's so scary, especially if you're far into the game.
Right. Well, so what they did have on was text to speech for chat. So chat was able to speak to the streamer as to what to do. Of course, try filtering out which one is trolls and which one's legitimate advice. Good luck.
Joby, aka Pokejokey, donated $10. I love you, Moxie, but put the blindfold on.
Yes!
No!
Thank you, Jobs!
Okay. We got an egg.
Go!
We got an egg. Okay. All right.
That is
That's fine.
2
It's fine.
minutes
It's fine. It's
of
fine.
blindfold time. Again, $25 donation, and you blindfold all 3 of us. For 2 minutes. It's a long time. All right,
All right.
Moxie,
I'm ready.
your time starts now.
Okay, I've got 1 egg. I'm gonna hatch this 1 egg. And it's gonna be a shiny. Has anyone ever heard of a it's called a sensory deprivation chamber? So it's like a little chamber, like a little pod you get into, and you basically, I think you float or you lay in like very shallow water, and then they close it, so it's like pitch black. And how it works is, as the name kind of implies, it deprives you, or the experience is supposed to be depriving you of all your senses. I don't know, it seems pretty interesting, just like an interesting experience. Has anyone ever done that? Well, I guess I can't look at chat and see, so you'll have to help me out here if anyone says yes.
I can help you out with that. I personally have not. Um, Flint's Infernape tells you that you're not moving. Press A.
Am I okay now?
Whoa.
Excellent.
I was walking in and out of doors for 6 minutes, and you had nothing to say about it, Gabby.
I know, aren't I terrible? Also, speaking of Gabby being terrible, we have a $10 donation from John M. Blindfold Wacko for charity.
Yes, John.
All right. We're getting after
I
it.
gotta get a second timer going for this.
I hope I'm moving now.
Ah, you're moving. You're moving. $25 seconds left for Moxie. $10 to extend.
My controller is. Wait. Oh, that's a cup of water.
You can take the blindfold off to find your controller.
No, I got it. We're good.
Oh, get the cup of water, man. You gotta hydrate.
I didn't need the water. I needed my controller. I'm good
For a
now.
second, I thought you had knocked over the cup of water. That would have been terrible.
No.
All right, Moxie, your 2 minutes is over.
All right, I'm coming back.
Moxie, what's it look like, man?
It looks great. Oh wait, why am I in the daycare? Did I at least hatch the egg? Did I get
No,
anything?
I don't think you did.
Nope. All right, back to it.
So, Mox,
Yes.
you've run quite a number of Nuzlocke at this point. What would you say the most difficult Nuzlocke challenge you've ever completed was?
So, if you want to ask most difficult I've completed, I would say Blaze Black 2 was a little tougher than Inclement Emerald was for me. But currently not completed, so I'm playing through Radical Red right now, and Radical Red is interesting in that, so I'm playing on what's called restricted mode. So that bans the user from using any setup moves, any weather moves, and any of the more, yeah, it's pretty wild. Any of the more overpowered abilities are also banned. So one of the reasons I chose to do that was I figured my next level up as a player was, try playing without setup. And it is very fun, but there is a battle in Rad Red about halfway through. So at the Silphco, right before you fight Giovanni, Brendan comes, like Brendan from Gen 3. And he is your AI partner. It's a tag battle. So it's a 2v2. And Brendan is known to throw and make very questionable decisions. So that battle is very scary because no matter how good of a strat and team you bring, there's always an element of luck. You just have to hope that Brendan plays it right. So it's like that's 4 badges into the game. So it's very tough because to me, Rad Red doesn't truly start until you get past that tag battle successfully and get lucky. So I would say probably Rad Red so far, to answer your question.
All right, I have bad news for all of us. $25 donation from Sigma. I have to go soon, but let's have everybody blindfolded. So Wacko, keep that blindfold on. Moxie, I think you and I gotta don our blindfolds.
Back
And
into the abyss we go.
Once again, I will start the timer, and I will hover my mouse over the start button, so hopefully I don't miss it, because that would not be fun. All right, let me know when y'all are ready. Wacko, I'm assuming you're doing good.
This has become my home. Okay? This is where I feel the most comfortable.
Just like
All
getting
right.
into bed.
I'm ready.
All right, 2 minutes on the clock. Unfortunately, if anybody donates to extend the timer at this point in time, I will not be able to see until afterwards, but that should not discourage you from doing that. I would love to hear the donations going wild for the next 2 minutes while we're contemplating life and the meaning of difficult Nuzlocke.
So Mox, you were saying with restrictive mode, or your own self-imposed rules where you can't use setups and stuff. So I actually started doing that running Sacred Gold. but I've actually found that having that extra slot that would be usually used for whether it's Calm Mind Substitute,
Yeah.
whatever that may be, having that extra slot dedicated to something with a little extra coverage has actually helped me like play a little bit more aggressive and maybe even do better in certain areas where I had struggled before. I don't know if
Yeah, I
you
see
feel
what
the
you're
same thing.
saying. I like it too, because to me, it ultimately leads to more flavorful gameplay. Like, it's just a lot. Nuzlocking essentially is you're given puzzle pieces, and you have to make the puzzle pieces fit to complete the puzzle.
Mhm.
And you know what I mean? And in this way, it's the pieces are a little trickier to work with. So you have to get a little more creative, right? You got to get a little more creative. You got to think outside the box a little rather than, okay, how do I set up, 3 swords dances and sweep? But I agree with you on that. It's cool too because the mons that you use, you'll use them a little more differently. Like there's classics like like a Dragon Dance Gyarados or something. That's like a Nuzlocke classic, right? Because you pretty much can always get a Gyarados. So you're forced to use something a little different, and I really enjoyed that. It's just a different way of playing. So I would say like even moving forward without like a restricted mode type setting, like just no setup, I think is something I might want to keep doing moving forward. I
Yeah.
personally like it.
All right, 2 minutes are up, my friends. We did it. It would be sure unfortunate if someone donated $10 right now and made one put her blindfold back.
I spent all my money.
Wait,
I don't have any more money.
wait, did this just happen while you were blindfolded?
Yes.
That's so funny. Oh, that's incredible.
No.
Time to money farm.
I'll be honest with you, Mox. I don't find it incredible at all.
Too bad you couldn't have put all that Pokemoney towards charity, but I'm sure repels or whatever you ended up buying will be useful eventually.
Yep, time to get the amulet coin and hit the ace trainers by was it Celestic, right?
Is that the best way to farm?
I don't know if it's the best, but there's 2 ace trainers like east of Celestic. They're like chasing each other in a circle, and that you can beat them pretty quickly, and they give a good amount of money. I think it's like 27, 28k, something like that. So that's what I usually do for money farming. There's like 2 people near the what is it called? Not the mansion, but where Mr. Backlot is.
Yeah. I think
Like with the trophy garden. Is it a mansion? Is it just called like? Yeah,
I think
but
it's the Pokemon Mansion.
Yeah.
I think it's Pokemon Mansion. Yeah.
Yes.
Those 2 people give a good amount of money. Good amount of money too.
I think the numbers. I think it comes out to like 28k with an amulet coin for the ace trainers, and then it's about 16 to 17k with the older couple by the Pokemon Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with the ace trainers though is that like you have 2 opportunities to proc that battle. So like
Exactly.
know, like-
yeah. So it's
like,
a little
you
more
double your
consistent.
chances. But at the same time, it opens with a Raichu and a Gyarados with Intimidate, so you lose time on the Intimidate. I don't know. Is that
That's a
better
good
than 2
point.
battles? I don't know. And we'd have to. I've always wanted to test it and like run them both back to back, but
It's a really good point with the Intimidate coming out. That does take it. Those seconds all add up.
right.
Well, I would say you could go test it right now, but I don't think that would be a sound strategy in a shiny hunt. Or maybe it would be. I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess if we were
Actually-
radar hunting, you might need it for materials since you just blew all your money on whatever it may be.
Actually, Mox, I'm pretty sure that's a good idea, man. You should get
All
on
right,
it.
I'm heading over there now.
Yeah. I'll meet you there.
That's like
Oh,
one of the.
good.
That reminds me of like when when you were a little kid, like when your friends are like, hey, like you want to eat dirt, you go first. It's like
Yeah.
one of those things.
You want to eat dirt? Come on. Oh man.
We are slowly approaching, though, the final half hour of the hunt for this segment. Moxie, what is your strategy to find a shiny and tie up the score in the next 30 minutes? Do you think you can do it?
You know, we'll see. It's every Teddy Ursa that hatches. It's like it feels like it's taunting me. That little grin on its face. It's getting a little more smug with each egg hatch. You know, the multi-select to put him in the box. That's something I definitely wish I had thought of earlier. So, you know, that's a little something to help me in the final stretch. Hopefully.
Those seconds count.
Yeah, exactly. Those seconds all add up.
Mox, if it makes you feel any better, I'm feeling pretty good, man.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling good.
Yeah.
It just had to be a Ghastly of all things, you know, my mascot. Losing to my own mascot.
Hey, man.
I'm definitely going to have to hit up the Pokemon Go later and get a shiny Bulby just to like take the edge off.
Yo,
Feels pretty good, not gonna lie.
Anybody else grab a bunch of their buddies and hit the streets immediately when Pokemon Go dropped? I had a bunch of my friends.
Such a magical time. Oh man.
Oh my god, it really was.
Everyone was just walking around with their, you know, buried in their phones. It's like you knew they were all playing Pogo. Like, everyone.
You had the easiest conversation starter ever. You wanted to meet someone new. Hey, what team are you on?
Yeah.
But are you Valor? Are you? I don't know. I forget.
Have the teams changed at all? Are they still the same? Have they added more? What's that situation like?
They're still the same. It's still Mystic, the best team. Valor.
I'm Team Mystic too. Nice.
Not Valor. And then Instinct, which they try their best. I feel like they're the Hufflepuffs, really, of the team situation.
The underdogs. The everybody's rooting for them because they're probably not gonna win.
I like that. The Hufflepuffs. That's good. It's a good analogy.
Yeah, but so I was in Seattle when Pokemon Go dropped, and I didn't make it over to Bellevue Park myself, but I had a bunch of friends go over there, and it was like the cool place to go play Pokemon Go. And like they had to like up the number of like patrols in the area and stuff because people were like jumping fences to like go get rare Pokemon. There was a stampede someone I follow on Twitter took a video of. Thankfully no one was hurt, but like someone yelled Snorlax and everybody just bolted. And while there's also a story that at the 2017 Pokemon World Championships, because that was the first one we had where they did a Pokemon event at Worlds, the Pokemon that they released exclusively for that event was Kangaskhan. So anybody within, I think, like a 10-kilometer radius of the Anaheim Convention Center could catch Kangaskhan. And people were flying in from all over to try and get Kangaskhan for that weekend. Mind you, they announced this on that Friday morning, so people were like booking last-minute travel to hightail it to Anaheim. Because it was easier than flying to Australia, and like how else would you get that Pokemon? It was
That's true. Yeah. Is shiny
like,
Kangaskhan nice? Does it look good? I don't actually know.
It wasn't even shiny back then.
Oh, it was just a Kangaskhan.
It was just a Kangaskhan,
Wow.
and there must have been like 1,000 people outside. It was crazy. It was so cool. I was stuck inside because I was working that event. But thankfully my fiance carried the team and just had my phone with him, and he was outside in the crowds like going to all the spawns and stuff.
So with all, you know, you've been to a lot of events doing what you do. Do you have like a clear favorite, like this was the best one in your mind?
I have a few. This is gonna sound really sappy, but definitely the one where I actually met my fiance is up there.
Oh, you met. That's so cool. What a nice little what a
Yeah.
cool origin story. I love that.
Yeah, we met in 2009 in Philly. They had it was the first ever VGC tour that was actually called like the Video Game Championships, and I remember that I sought him out in the crowd because he had a shirt from Journey Across America, which was an event that happened in 2006. And I was like, yo, this dude's probably good. I should make friends with him or whatever. So I game. And then, you know, truth be told, he then ended up proposing at the 2018 World Championships in Nashville. So
That's so
Yeah,
incredible. I love it.
those ones stand out for that reason. But honestly, Anaheim will always be special to me as well because that was the first Worlds I had the pleasure of commentating, and being a part of the show that like was basically the highlight of my summer for so many years. Because like I've gone to the World Championships for a while. I've been very thankful to be able to make the trip every year. Yeah, it's good. If you ever live within a reasonable distance of a big Pokemon event like a World Championship or like maybe some of the international championships that they hold, it's definitely worth going even as a spectator because it captures that magic of like Pokemon Go that y'all were just talking about where like
Mhm.
you could just start a conversation with anybody, you know? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, what's your favorite Pokemon?
In my head, I always think of it as like the gym leader stadiums in Gen 8 and Sword and Shield.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. Good times. Good times. Hey, y'all hearing someone?
Yeah.
Or is that
Yes.
just me? Okay.
That's why I was confused. I was like, is it
I was
just
like
me?
looking around
Did I
like
do
who's
something?
talking?
Just a heads up, someone might be hot micing themselves right now. You might wanna
Dang,
check
Moxie's
into that.
voice changed.
And then you hear the whoops. That's the best part.
Oh man.
We've all been there before. It
We
happens.
had a
to
new
the-
friend.
Yeah.
Come back.
Come back, friend.
Oh man.
Honestly, that sounded a little bit like V. I don't know if it was V, but we'll be seeing some V real shortly as she will be representing Team Digi, I think, in the next segment up against Renee. Or she could also be Team Salt. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to watch to find out and maybe donate to charity because you can. Everybody's sharing their World Championship stories now in chat.
Yeah, I really
Pause.
want to go. I definitely like. It's not an if. It's definitely a when. Like I have to go to at least one. I gotta get that as a Pokemon fan. Gotta get that experience.
You really do. It's so amazing. Went to both DC Worlds and had so much fun. The 2014 one was the best one. Met a kid and we just played side doubles tournaments all day together. Aww. I have a few Worlds friends that I've met like that too. In 2012, I met a couple that I probably will respect their privacy and not say their names. I just realized maybe I shouldn't be name dropping so much on stream. But we actually ended up staying with them. They both live in London, and Chalky and I went to London for a Pokemon tournament back in 2015, and it was really cool. Okay, yeah, I am definitely hearing V talking right now on the stream.
I think it's.
I don't know if V knows we can hear her on stream.
I don't
but
think
we
V
No,
knows.
I think it's
hear-
from. It's from Ninja, I think.
Is it?
Yes, I'm like fairly certain.
I just want to make sure she's not hot micing herself.
Every time that she speaks, a little green dot on Ninja.
Oh. Okay, well that just means we've all been like awkwardly pausing here. Neat. Great content, y'all. Okay,
That's
yeah,
funny.
that must be it. You solved the mystery, Wacko. Thank you. You really needed your eyes for that one, though. Would be a shame if someone were to donate $10 again and blindfold you.
Oh, that multi-select really does. It saves a lot of time.
We are coming up at just about 15 15 to 20 minutes until we kick it to a break to get the next segment started. So if you want to get those donations in to help Wacko or to help Moxie or to just blindfold all three of us, you are slowly running out of time, my friends. Every single second counts as we're entering the final stretch of this Masuda method hunt.
What I'm really waiting to see later, when we get some radar hunting action, is if the blindfolding makes someone lose a shiny patch. That would be so tragic.
Oh man, I think you just don't move, right?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess you could technically just stand still. That's
Yeah, get to a 35 chain. Yeah, I'm just holding ground. Okay, y'all gonna have to keep me blindfolded if you want me to do nothing. Oh man.
I guess for underground hunts, as long as you know if you're in the cave or not, you can probably just run around without consequence, right?
Sort of. I mean, if you, well, you can run into a battle, I guess. If the Diglett hunt isn't off yet, like if it's still like building up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not familiar with underground hunting, so.
I will say with the radar hunting, if someone were to blindfold someone during it's literally 5 minutes. You collect Diglets up to 40, and then that takes like 5 to 10 minutes on its own, and then you get 5 minutes of increased shiny odds. If somebody got blindfolded during that 5 minutes, that might be brutal.
Ooh, yeah, that would hurt.
Can't wait to see it then. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see all of us blindfolded again at least one more time before the end of the segment, but I'm also looking forward to seeing how V and Renee are gonna traverse that obstacle coming up soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah, I also can't help but wonder if they're gonna be hunting a specific Pokemon or a specific type or something, because I mean, you guys got to choose basically what you wanted to hunt for, but I don't know. I get the impression you can't really control the spawns of the underground up until a certain point, at least.
Yeah, I think you choose like a biome that you want to go for.
Yeah,
and you get that whole mosh pit of Pokemon. But like, for example, like there's like some volcano ones with like Charmander in it. It took me a while to get my hands on a Charmander. So even if you
some of the spawns, like I was in, it was one of the grassy biomes, and I was trying to get a Paris because I wanted a Parasect for Spore, False Swipe, you know, like a nice catcher mon for radar hunting. And it took Paris, it probably took me almost 2 hours to get a single one to pop out. I don't know. I guess it's a rare spawn.
Wow.
It took me forever.
Yeah.
I'm just using Mew to be a catcher Pokemon, like Scrub.
Oh yeah, Mew can do it all. That's right. Smeargle's always a decent one too. Well, I don't know. Smeargle's stats are just so unfortunate though.
Mew, you got base 100 across the board. I mean,
yeah, very solid.
If only you could use the mints to change your synchronized nature. Like then it would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah. I guess the only thing Mew would really be missing, are there any good sleep moves? I guess you could just run Thunder Wave.
I have Thunder Wave. I'm pretty sure I use False Swipe, Thunder Wave, Ice Beam, Psychic.
Mew's Shiny is another really good one. It's like the same as Psyduck, the Icy Blue. Those are all really good ones.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is... I mean, they had a Shiny Mew event in Pokemon Go, but other than that, your options are to find a Japanese copy of a Gen 3 game with the event ticket on it, and then reset, which...
That's tough.
I don't know how people do it. Apparently, Altaria can also get False Swipe now. So you could use Altaria as your False Swiper.
Ooh. I like Mega Altaria a lot. Like Dragon and Fairy is such a cool typing. Like it's a pretty broken typing. It's pretty insane. But I was waiting for something to get it. I thought Altaria is very deserving. And it has the look. It definitely looks fairy.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question, Jiggy. We have about 10 to 15 minutes left in this segment, and we are currently only $77 away from hitting $1,700. Can we do it, chat? That is like 7 segments of blindfolding. I think we can totally raise that money up in the next 10 minutes. I think y'all can do it. I believe in you.
And I saw Wacko like quiver a little when you said blindfold. He's had enough blindfolding for today.
Listen
He's over
here,
it.
bucko. Okay.
He's in like serious mode. Like, dude, you're just going for it with these last few minutes.
I told you I don't like losing, okay? I got a 1-point lead. My man Moxie rapid fire hatching eggs over there. I gotta keep pace.
The funny thing is, I'm typically like known to be pretty lucky, at least in Nuzlocke. Like I have pretty good luck, but the Moxie luck just isn't. It's not coming out today. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit to rev it up and get it going.
Well, you got 10 minutes.
We gotta clutch it. We gotta
think-
clutch it.
I think y'all are both neck and neck in this.
Come on, green Teddy Ursa.
So,
Someone's-
Mox, when do
What's
you
up?
when do you want me to send the Haunter your way? Like just after stream,
Look,
or
man. Look, man. You know what? Actually, sure. Let me go catch a Zatu, and then we got to trade.
oh, okay, yeah.
I got you, man. That sounds great. I'll even get a shiny Zatu. I'll go radar.
Oh,
you can radar
oh.
for Natsu, right? Yeah, you can.
It's
you
a
can.
swarm. It's a swarm.
Yeah, it's a swarm.
I think it's on the route through Victory Road. The one
Okay,
with, I think is it the one with Chatot? And then Dusclops.
Oh yeah, I know the route you're talking about. I don't remember the number,
Like-
but I know the one.
I'm like
I
pretty
honestly
sure it's that
can't
route.
remember. But I also always trade that one NPC for the Chatot. I don't know why. I don't think
Oh, yeah,
I've
what
ever
do
caught a
you-
Chatot in the wild.
What do you trade them for it again? What do they ask for?
It's gone. It's something common though, because I've done it. I can tell you that much.
That's one of my favorite things is the names, the nicknames on the trade mons throughout the series. I feel like have become so iconic. Like Kenya the Spiro, Marcel the Mr. Mime.
One of my community members does a Kenya percent speed run on Pokemon Gold and Silver.
That's so good. Kenya the goat. I love Kenya.
Wait, the mime. Where is that trade?
I think that's it's in Kanto, right?
Is that the
Marcel?
wait? Is that the staple trade right above Viridian?
I think it is. I don't know. What do you trade for Marcel? I can't remember.
It's Abra, and the reason I know that is because I did a no Pokeball Nuzlocke.
Yeah. He
Dude,
literally had mine as a
That.
thumbnail.
Yeah, no, cause okay, so I mean, just like as a general rule, when you're playing like the vanilla games, like the main series, like if as long as you EV train your Pokemon, it doesn't really matter what Pokemon you bring to the Elite Four. Like as long as you have a solid plan, you're fine. That is probably relevant until like Black and White, when like the game got a little bit harder, and then they started putting EVs later. But anyways, in the no Pokeball run, I could only accept like it was just gift mons. Like that was the only way that I could get encounters. And I remember I got the Abra, and everyone was like, "So, are you gonna evolve it into an Alakazam?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." And I went and swapped it for a Mime. Took that thing. That thing carried. It took out the first 3 Elite Four members by itself.
Mr. Mime is solid.
Yo.
People sleep on the Mime.
It was nuts. It was crazy.
Yeah, and now it's got the part fairy typing too. Like, Mr. Mime is solid.
it's an excellent screen setter, dude. It does a very good job.
Oh yeah, Ducks the Farfetch. That's another classic too. Good old Ducks.
I honestly thought Farfetch'd was called Ducks for the longest time.
Me too.
because of
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it
But
fits.
yeah, I
it
had
totally
Ducks
could.
on my team.
Yeah, I remember I tried. Ducks was. It's so hard to make it work because it's just not very good. But I tried my best. It's like I have to use this mod. It's way too cool.
Necra, I'm ashamed to admit I do a fairly accurate Mr. Mime impression.
She does. I'll vouch. I'll vouch.
How'd you find that out?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
What compelled you?
Why were we practicing a Mr. Mime impression?
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
Mr. Mime in Detective Pikachu was so good. They gave it so much personality.
I think Mr. Mime and Licking Tongue, like the director went on record saying, like, we didn't know if the Pokemon Company would like us going this far with these characters, but we just did it. And then apparently Mr. Ishihara was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And so they kept them as is.
Oh man.
Yeah, they that was a really fun movie. I had a good time with it. Like I would like to think that they're gonna do more with it in the future, like in that universe. Like it was pretty fun.
I rolled up to that opening night with my Detective Pikachu hat, and I was the one like screaming and laughing in the theater the entire time.
Yep.
But I also really like Ryan Reynolds' style of comedy, and they made a very smart decision with that movie to make it like Deadpool but PG.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm a huge
It was
Ryan Reynolds
so
fan.
good.
Yeah. Anything with him in it, I'll watch it.
Oh man.
Oh man, Necra,
Oh,
you'll have
man.
to remember all this mime hype for the next time you do a charity stream. I'm sure people would love to donate to hear your Mr. Mime
Yep.
impression.
It's a perfect incentive.
But speaking of incentives, we are almost done here. There might be some time to get any last minute donations in. If you're thinking about it, this is your sign. Now is the chance. Poke.gives to donate to stop AAPI hate. This is your last call for donations as a part of today's stream. At least for this segment with these two lovely runners who really, y'all have been doing great. Like, jokes aside, I've had a lot of fun sitting and chatting with you guys here for
It's
the
been a
past
great
few hours.
time. It's been a
It's
very
been a lot of
chill
fun.
time.
I like winning. I like winning.
Man. Look, it's not over till it's over, all right? In the next 10 minutes, Green Teddy's coming out. Just watch. Trust.
Oh man.
Yeah, this has been really chill, though. I've had a really good time, Shiny or not for me, I will walk away from this having said I had a good time. That's what matters, right?
Oh no, Mrs. Moxie
no.
says you have to win or you can't come home.
This is not the homie.
It's like that, huh?
Oh no.
Wow, okay. All right, I have to get it now. Okay, 2 eggs. We can get at least like 2 or 3 more batches of eggs in, yeah? We got maybe 12 more eggs.
5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Last
Maybe not 2
call
more
for
batches.
donations. 5 minutes left in this segment. I think you can do 12 eggs in 5 minutes. You just gotta really, leg
Here we
day.
go.
It's leg
It's time.
day.
It's leg day. It's time to pedal.
It's like a speed run event where it's like we need some quiet time for the runners.
Yeah. Shiny Teddy Ursa any percent. Here we go. Way to start another one.
I agree, Mrs. Moxie. We definitely have to keep this competition spicy. But maybe lower stakes than you can't come home.
Now look, I need a place to sleep tonight, okay? Don't do me like this.
Yo, I got a trundle bed under mine, Mox. If you need a place to stay.
Bet. All right,
Let me know.
I'm sleep over at Wacko's place tonight. That sounds incredible. I'm there.
I got a snack box in my bedroom. Okay.
Do you
Oh,
really?
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice little box. It's got veggie straws in it and peanuts.
Dude, veggie straws are awesome. You ever dip those in hummus?
Oh.
No.
Oh
Those are
my god, they're
nice.
so good.
Oh man.
That sounds like a fun sleepover.
I got this. I got the stuff. Okay.
I like the snack box though. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's got fruit snacks in it. Pretzels. Please eat the pretzels. I really don't like pretzels. I'll be honest.
Do you like flavored pretzels? You know, like the little pretzel bits. There's like jalapeno, honey mustard, ranch.
No.
What about those? No.
No. I don't like the texture.
Mm,
I would like if I wanted to eat tree bark, I would just go do it.
Oh.
Oh, it's just.
What's your go-to like chip like snack? Like, is it just chip? What kind is it? You know?
Oh man. I don't know, man. Like I like nachos. Like throw some cheese on that. Dip it in some sour cream.
Nachos are. Oh man, I haven't had nachos in a long time.
Yeah.
Same. I feel like nachos are definitely like a big friend group out to eat kind of thing. Because every time I order them and it's just like 1 or 2 people at the table, it's this is too much. I can't finish them.
So me and my girlfriend will go to different restaurants. We have a list, and that's the thing we get from every restaurant, and we put them all on a list and we compare them to each other. That's our
That's
so
fun.
we tried a lot of
Nacho
different
tier
nachos.
list.
Yeah.
All right, 2-minute warning.
Oh man.
2-minute warning.
All right, I'm just getting one more egg, and then we're just getting those steps in. So I've got 3 in the party. I've got 2 that are, you know, they're cooking. They're not quite ready to hatch, but they're cooking. And we got a fresh one. Let's see what we can do here.
I'm a little alarmed by your choice of language there. Your eggs are cooking.
No, I didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah, maybe not the best choice of word there.
He's got his teddy bears on the stove. Oh
No
man.
wonder they're not turning green.
Hey, all this shiny hunting gets you hungry, right? It's a good workout.
Oh no. And you kept calling them gummy bears too. I'm starting
That's-
to notice a trend here.
Moxie eats Teddy Ursus. Spread it.
Hey, you know, just some Teddy Ursas with a good side of some slowpoke tails, and you know, it's pretty good.
Oh
deal.
no.
At least
Some
those grow
Farfetch.
back.
True, yeah, they do. I am hungry. I'm definitely gonna eat right after this.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man, am I only gonna get like one more hatch in? Kind of concerned.
Wow, the clock is ticking. I have like maybe a little over a minute left.
I'm trying. I gotta hatch these the last 4 in here. I gotta find out.
I mean, y'all can keep hatching while I just lead us out. I wouldn't mind. In fact, I think it would be hilarious if, like, right as we transitioned into break to set up for the next segment, somebody got a shiny.
Yeah.
I'm here for that chaos,
Okay,
personally.
we got one. We got one.
All right, is Moxie gonna tie up the score?
Come on, come on. Green Teddy Ursa. Please. Okay, the next one, the next one.
Clock is ticking. Every single second counts.
Oh man.
Okay, okay, we got another one.
Okay.
Frantically circle, my friends. Frantically circle.
These hatches feel like when you have to dodge a crit, like it comes down to that one crit. And this is like, all right, come on, just don't get crit here.
Okay. Grab my last egg out.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to cut it after this hatch up. Unfortunately, I'm getting words in my ears that we are at time. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with Wacko, myself, Simply Gabby and Moxie during this incredibly fun, unfortunately not shiny Teddiursa hunt. Wacko put Team Salt on the board with that shiny Ghastly from earlier. Y'all, you have done it. The match is over. Wacko won again.
One day I'll beat him in a shiny race. Maybe not today. Maybe one day. Well played, though,
Absolutely
sir.
not.
A crisp handshake to you. Well played.
GG's, brother.
GG's, GG's. Hey, thanks everybody. This was fun. This was a
Oh,
lot of
man.
fun. I had a good time.
All right. So thank you all so much for watching, and we will be back soon. And if you haven't had a chance to donate yet, this is the perfect opportunity to figure out how. Poke.gives is the URL you'll be. All donations will benefit Stop AAPI Hate. That is going to be it from me as well in this segment. We'll be coming back soon with some lovely underground shiny hunts featuring Agent V versus Renee. So stay tuned, y'all. You are not going to want to miss that.